what's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole, Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
It's the roll up, it's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I am kicking it with the illest. Larry Young, CJ, what it do?
Shit, man. Whole vibe, bro. Just over here chilling. Fresh with the cold out my eyes. Did brush my teeth this week before we got rolling. Had just enough time to get that.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It's the little things.
Yeah, well, listen, I just want to be transparent with my audience, man, because I know they too have woke up and got rolling without brushing their teeth. So
it affects your energy though if you don't brush that mouth, bro.
Yeah, start getting pasty.
Energy be off a little bit too. Like sometimes people look like they didn't brush their teeth.
That's a hell of a look.
Talking. Yeah, like,
that's a hell of a look.
I could tell. Some of the tweets that enter my mentions, I'd be like, yeah, he ain't even brush his teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, they cool though, man. Ready to pod this morning, man. Or early afternoon, excuse me. My morning. What's up, though, C?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Pre-birthday vibes. Birthday is tomorrow the 16th. So
oh man,
shit.
Yeah, boy,
you doubled up. You doubled up, man. Valentine's Day. I know you got treated like a bad bitch yesterday, and then now your birthday. Like that's back to back, bro.
Back to back.
I forgot about Valentine's Day, dog.
Man, listen.
I went for y'all.
Do a damn thing. I chilled.
Yeah, I chilled, man. Nothing, man.
Y'all ain't got no cologne or nothing?
No cologne.
Nah, no cologne.
Damn, bro, what the hell?
No cologne. See what the B-Day bring me. But no, it's crazy, dog, because my brother's birthday, which is today, had birthday my little brother BJ, man. His birthday today, so
ooh, boy, y'all
right, crazy.
Hell, boy.
I know, right? Back to back. So my damn 5th birthday, I'm in the fucking I'm in the hospital opening up gifts and stuff. My 5th birthday. Crazy stuff. Well, another one about to come out.
He trying to steal my shine.
Right. This shit's about me.
Get your own money, bro.
It was my album release party. He out here.
Right, for real, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. The feature cut trying to take over.
And we got a big show today. We kicking in with former Gator, an absolute Big 3 legend, and from not just from college, the high school level as well. Major Wright coming to kick it with us. But before we get started, one time for the great folks at takeavaycay.com. Be sure to visit takeavaycay.com. Use coupon code ROLLUP for 15% off of all Delta 8 THC products. All these products are fairly legal, sent to your mailbox. You don't have to worry about the jump out boys or anybody harassing you. Discreet packaging, so your neighbors or the mailman don't know you got the loud coming to the mailbox. They have gummies in flavors of kiwi, blue raspberry, watermelon, and pomegranate. And they also have vapes in the flavors of Blue Dream, Cherry Pie, Bubblegum OG, and Shroud Nano. If you're not into THC products, they have a Sleepy Gummy, which is derived of CBN, ashwagandha, lemon balm, melatonin, all
CBD.
natural botanicals.
Hey, let me tell you, man. I took that thing Monday. Sunday night, I had a rough night of rest. So I had to go to work and all. I was like, bro, this is going to be a tough one. Man, I took that thing Monday evening. You talking about some top notch off the man. Listen, I go to work in the evening. I was late to work. I go to work at 4. I could not peel myself out that bed, man. I was getting some top tier sleep, man. That's
you need to lead in exhaustion, bro. So I'm glad you're
good. I'm better now.
Yeah.
It was just that Sunday, Super Bowl vibes out, a little heavy drinking, doing a little too much on Sunday. That's really what it was. But yeah, man, good stuff. That definitely got my seal of approval, man.
For sure.
I don't want to get us too off track before we roll, man, but I got a quick little question, man, before we start getting into this other stuff.
Give us 1 second, Mage. You about to get going, man.
Yeah, real quick. Nothing too major, man. You mentioned the Jump Out Boys, right?
Right.
And where I'm from, it's always like a legendary cop that you ain't want to run into. Ours was named RoboCop, man. Y'all had one?
Depends on which neighbor. In Belgrade, it was Secret Squirrel.
I like it.
No, and his son, shout out to my boy Didell. His son listened to this show, man. So he's probably gonna be like dying laughing when he hears this, man. But yeah, the one in Belgrade was Secret Squirrel, man. Like,
that's crazy. Y'all have one.
No, we had more like a community, so we had like a dep. We had a deputy up in Tallahassee, a Lincoln dep, who kind of held things down. And one of his son was a player at Lincoln, one of our rival schools. So whenever we ran into dep, we kind of tried to avoid him and that type of deal. But it was more so like a family thing. Like what y'all the young boys doing, that type of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, RoboCop was a white dude, man, but they say he ran like a 4.28, man.
Oh, yeah.
with the equipment on.
Oh, he would have got y'all, boy. I saw him.
Yes, sir. It's like he loved the thrill of the hunt, boy. Boy, try to take off on him. Oh,
let
man.
the boy jump out, man. He used to let him get about the 20-yard hit.
Let me tie my shoes real quick. I'm finna go get him.
Right.
Get some reps.
Anyway, all right, man. I just had to ask real quick. I just popped in my head real quick, man.
All right, we got a legend on the roll up today. Former St. Thomas Aquinas, former Gator legend, one of the greatest national. If you think of a big hit in a game for a Florida Gator, I don't think nobody has a bigger hit in a bigger moment than Major Wright.
Probably in any game, not just a Florida game.
Man, bro, I could tell you, like, I dropped my Corona at that time. I was young, bro, so I'm drinking Corona. I dropped my Corona. I had a Corona with some grenadine in it, man. I dropped it all over my carpet in my apartment. Then, man, I'm running around like, bro, this shit about to go down, man. You know what I'm saying? They were talking crazy about all this tempo, this speed. You know what I'm saying? How they gonna do no huddle? How we gonna be able to handle it? First play of the game, Major Wright did what he had to do. Mage, what's up, man? You muted, bro.
Talk to us.
Mic check.
Yeah, you muted right now.
It ain't showing muted on his side. It might be his actual phone. Hold on real quick. Bear with us one moment.
Man, what an intro.
I know, right? I remember that too. I was sitting down.
Bro, I was hyped as hell, man. You couldn't tell me shit, man.
I was sitting down with
I'm gonna figure this out with Major.
Some Oklahoma fans and some Florida fans. So it was split down the middle. And,
man, think about that hit, man. We'll talk about it back on, but that hit is illegal these days, bro.
For sure.
They had to get him 10 to 20.
Man, Major, that'd took Major off that field in cuffs if
yeah, he hitting too hard. You gotta go home.
They'd have sentenced you right there too, man.
Yeah, guilty. I remember when he died. I took a sip like, I ain't got no dog in this fight. So I'm watching like.
But it was a tone setter though, man.
I knew something was gonna be different that night. I was like, wait a second.
I mean, they came to play football. They going at Joe Hayden, who like out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
That was the first drive. I think that was the first play of the drive, if I'm not mistaken.
First play, bro. They went for some glory out the gate. But that was one of the best games, national championship wise, like all together, because there was at no moment I felt like secure like that shit was over, and they kept going back and forth. That goal line stand was crazy as hell. Then they went for it. They had like 3 downs at the 1 yard line, couldn't get in, turned the ball over. And I think that was a turning point in the game right there. That won us the game. We're gonna figure Major out.
That was
Bradford. Yeah.
Sam Bradford. That's what they had.
Gresham.
Yeah, they had Jermaine Gresham. They had the receivers. I want to say, was it Murray at that point in time, or the running back? DeMarco Murray. But they was, that's when they broke all those records.
That O-line was serious too.
There was some of that offense, how they were. Yeah, the O-line was good. They had I think your boy was there. What's your O-line?
Trent Williams?
Yeah, I think Trent was on that team, if I'm not mistaken.
Might have been.
We'll get some content out of the way while I may try to figure out this technical issue real quick. What y'all do for the Super Bowl? I know we already talked about what y'all was gonna do, but how was y'all Super Bowl, man? And what y'all thought about the game?
Well, I came out smiling, just like I said, really, honestly, it's really just one Eagles fan.
Okay, bro.
Y'all
we got you.
There we go. Mage, what do you do, man?
Hey, that definitely was a fire intro.
Man.
Nah, bro, just talk about that play though, man, because I think it was the first play of the game. Was that something you seen on film? Did you see what was going through your head pre-snap in regards to that, just to make you react that way? Was it something that you felt like it was coming? Anything like that? Just talk about that play in general.
Hey, first and foremost, thank y'all for having me, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on the roll up. I appreciate y'all.
The platform for the legends, man. That's what we do around here, bro. We bring the legends on, dog.
Yeah. Hey, but no, that actually was the third play of the game. That wasn't the first play. The first play,
Okay.
they ran like a run, and then they got back to the line real quick, you know. So the third play was they tried to hit us with a double move, you know, and Bradford pumped to the same side he threw to. So once he pumped, I kind of weaved over that way. So when I weaved, I seen him like cocking over that way. I just took off, boom, beeline right over that way. As soon as he let the ball go, I was like, yeah, I got him. He is in trouble. I didn't want the ball. Like, there was no way in
You ain't even
hell
look
I
for the
go for the
ball.
ball.
Nah, you
Because
picked it off.
if I go for the ball, I pick it, say we don't score, you know, but the receivers, everybody still remain the same. After I hit him, all the receivers was not the same. They did not want to come across that middle. They didn't want none. You know what I'm saying?
You move
So,
with a
and
different
he was
tone.
never the same.
Yeah.
So making that impact was so important because it affected the whole rest of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? So after man, like dropping my shoulder in his chest, bro, was like
Next level shit, man. It was
I
legendary.
mean,
That set the tone.
you're probably if you did that today, you're probably just getting out of jail within the next couple weeks or whatever.
oh
Right?
yeah, bro. Bro, them people give me life right now, bro.
For sure.
Right.
Without parole.
For sure.
But no, before we like, oh, you had something else? Sil?
No, let's take it all. Let's just take it all the way back from
Yeah,
the
we had to
beginning,
jump
man.
into that play. Yeah, we had to jump
we
into
had to
that
talk
play
about
first.
that play, especially
But,
after that intro.
Right. Yeah, let's take that back to the beginning, man. First of all, Gabi legend too, man. Don't forget, man. My boy was a Gabi legend at that his first year at Gabi.
I did, bro. I did. So like for me, I give y'all just, you know, from growing up for me, you know, how it all started. Like it all started in Fort Lauderdale, born and raised. I started playing football at the age of 7, right? It got introduced to me through one of my homeboys named Jay Black. And he was like the neighborhood football star. You know what I'm saying? His daddy coached, and he was like the dude, you know what I'm saying? His game was similar to like Mike Allstott. You know what I'm saying? He'll truck you, you know, keep going, boom, you know what I'm saying? So when he introduced me to football, I was like, I might be cool at it, but I don't think I really want to. But he was so persistent with telling me how good football was. Every weekend he come to me like, man, look, bro, I scored 5 times. You know, I did this, I did. I'm like, oh, nah. Everybody cheering for me. So I'm like, man, you know what? I need to play football. So I go in, I ask my mama, you know, hey, can you sign me up for football? She signed me up for football. So I'm gonna tell y'all how football almost ended for me just as quick as it started for me. You know what I'm saying? So first day we put on pads, right? And I'm playing for Western Tigers. And it's a really good team. Man, we got like really star athletes on here that's in Little League, like Hammer. Man, they like some really good players. So, and I didn't know, you know, what I was getting myself into. I'm thinking football, man. Remember, my homeboy Jay Black told me football is fun. So all he was describing to me was all this fun. He ain't talk about.
It's fun if you like violence.
He ain't talk about what you know. So
goes into the fun.
right. So, man, we doing this hamburger drill, right? And this drill is both athletes lay on their back. You got one runner and you got one tackler, right? And this day, they gave me the ball to be the runner. And I go against one of their best hitters.
Well, that's
So
Oklahoma
our
drill, bro.
heads are facing each other, right? And it's a cone that we have to go to at a 45-degree angle, right? So the coach, both of us on our back. When the coach blow the whistle, you got to get up and run to him and beat him to that cone. Coach blow the whistle. I jump up. Boom. I try to run as fast as I can. But as soon as I jumped up, he was already up. You know what I'm saying? Like he had already been up, man. He like waiting on me. So I run to the cone, take off. Man, this dude wiped me out. Boom! Knocked me off. He knocked the wind out of me, bro. And in this moment, I'm thinking I'm about to die. You know what I'm saying? I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? And like in that moment, bro, I was not the same. After that, bro, after that practice, I got in the car going home. I told my mom, I said, hey, mom, look, football might not be for me. I almost just died out there on this field, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude literally almost took the life out of me. I don't want to do it.
You see
So
your
my mama
short
snapped.
7
She
years
like,
flash in
no,
front of you, bro.
I didn't spend my money for you to quit. You gonna get your ass back out there and you gonna get back to it. So the next day, I'm like, okay. Next day, we got this same tackling drill. I count the people in line, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to stay away from this dude that had done knocked me out. So I count.
Smart
He
move.
was like number 3. I'm like 1, 2, 3. I get at like number 6. I get way back. I'm like, I don't want no more.
Right.
So in that moment right there, like it was a real moment that like my mom pushed me through, and I end up overcoming that fear of being hit and you know knock the wind out of me. But that turned me into a savage. That moment right there, I never wanted to be hit like that ever
You want
again.
everybody else to
Bro.
feel
Like
it, though, huh?
that struck me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So from that point on, I ran like I was about to get hit every moment. You know what I'm saying? So every time I had got the ball, because in Little League, I played running back and linebacker, you know. So at Weston, that next year, in that year, I was horrible. I played offensive line. I didn't start, you know, but we won the Super Bowl.
They're gonna definitely put you on the offensive line, boy.
Yep. We won the Super Bowl. So my next year, I see one of the coaches from Lauderdale Lakes, and we playing sandlot football in a parking lot. So I'm out there getting it to the kids. Boom, 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 boom. And the coach like, oh my God. So he invited me to come out the lakes, Lauderdale Lakes Park. So he was like, where your mom at? I go get my mama. She come back. And he was like, hey, bring him out there. He gonna sign up. I got him. We good. I go out there to the lakes. Man, they put me at running back and linebacker. And from that point on, my whole entire life changed. Boom. I take us from we went to the Super Bowl that year. The next year, I took us to the Super Bowl. Like my career really started like happening after that coach made that change. And a lot of coaches don't understand, if you don't know how to coach and you put a kid at a position that he's really not gonna flourish at, bro, you stunt that kid's growth. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of coaches don't understand that. And at that time, I could have had my growth stunted because this coach just put me at a position that I really wasn't tuned for. So, bro, I ended up crushing it down.
Good shit, man. Appreciate you for saying that type of shit.
Yeah,
That's very important shit, bro.
That's real. So I ended up moving to Orlando, and remember now, I'm crushing it down here. Man, my name in the newspaper, like they know about Major Wright. So my mama decided to move to Orlando. So I'm like, damn, ma, I gotta start all the way over. Like that don't make sense. But she's in school, she got her boyfriend, you know, so this and that. So I'm like, I gotta go. So I get up there and I'm already not liking it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. And I hated my mama boyfriend at the time. I ain't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because
typical.
You know, for one, I'm moving up
Sounds
here
about
out of
right.
my comfort zone for him. You know, so it's like, damn.
Walk around like Jody.
Yeah, he right. So I ain't want to speak to him. You know,
Melvin was wilding on.
I'm stirring away from him. You know, I'm avoiding him, this and that. So my mom was like, you know, football season coming up, and I'm like, Mom, I want to play football. She was like, well, you got to go ask Corey. So I'm like,
man.
God,
oh man,
damn,
oh man,
like.
That's outlandish.
She was like, he knows all the parks, you know, he knows everybody. So, you know, so I had to suck it up.
That's real though. I respect that, especially since he was more than connected around him.
Yeah. So I go ask, I'm like, Corey, you know, can you sign me up for football? He was like, man, look, man, if I sign you up for football, man, you better not be sorry, bro. You better not, you know, waste my money. So what he didn't know, I'm that dude. I'm really that dude down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know I'm literally that dude on both sides of the ball, bro. Right. Not just one side, bro. I'm crushing it at running back and I'm crushing it at linebacker. So I'm like, man, look, you know, I ain't sorry. So he was like, all right. So he take me out the Pine Hills Trojans in Orlando, Florida. So I go out there.
That's the hood, boy.
Yeah, and I stayed in Pine Ridge. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
stayed in
hood.
Pine Ridge.
All right.
So I go out there, bro, and I go to we meet the coach. I'm like, Coach, I'm Major Wright. I'm from Lauderdale. This and that. He was like, what position you play? I play running back and linebacker. I'm firm on that. This is what I know. This is what I know. So the coach, once I told him that, the coach was like, you might like have to pick a different position, for running back because we got a running back here that's like that. So I told Coach, like, Coach, I play running back and linebacker. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? So Coach was like, all right, well, look, hey, we'll see. So next day, we put on pads. So I couldn't even sleep that night because I already know what I'm about. I know what I bring to the table. They just don't know. So now I got to go out here and prove to these coaches that I'm better than what they have there. So the next day come, my mama boyfriend riding me in the car. He was like, "What, you scared now?" Quiet. I'm like, "Nah, I ain't scared. You'll see." So we get out there to the park, and Coach line us up. And then Coach say, "We're gonna get right to it. We finna do a hitting drill. We got Lauderdale. He ain't call me Major. We got Lauderdale up." Then he put me against their best running back, right? The dude he that dude. He put him at he was the tackler and I was the runner. So in this drill, everybody's standing over each other, right? And they holding each other's hands. So they created a tunnel, right? So coach give me the ball, and they put
all
over
this should be illegal, boy.
Yeah, all this shit against the law. Probably against the law then.
They put me, they put me at the end. So coach say, "Hey, look, he coming at you. And he coming fast." So I'm like, "All right, cool, no problem." Coach blow the whistle. I run down. I shoot through the tunnel. As soon as I get down, I see him coming. I drop my shoulder. Boom! I run him over and I keep going. Whoa! Hey, look, everybody going crazy. Everybody. The coach is like, "Oh." Guess what? My mama boyfriend over there. Oh!
Right. I told y'all.
That's
y'all.
my stepson.
Right.
My stepson.
Right. Not knowing this man, they say, "Man, you better not make me look bad out there."
Right. After all this just talk, now you want to jump on the bandwagon. So from that season 4, bro, I crush it. I take old boy position, right? And I ended up taking us to the playoffs, right? We ended up losing like the game close to the Super Bowl or something like that, right? So the next year, I got to move again. We moved right back to Lauderdale. Boom. So
broke up.
Now I broke up.
Did they break up?
Oh. No, yeah. So they ended up breaking up. So I moved right. I moved back to Lauderdale, and my 8th grade year, half of my 8th grade year, I move again to Tallahassee. Right. So now we move.
That's a big culture shock too, ain't it?
This man a real Florida boy, man.
Yeah. All parts.
Yeah.
From Lauderdale in South Florida to Tallahassee is it's a complete difference.
Yeah. So now I gotta rebuild everything. I gotta rebuild friends, and a lot of people don't understand why I'm so friendly is because when I moved a lot, bro, I couldn't go to these people neighborhoods or these people places and act like I was that dude. Like I couldn't, I knew like in football I was really good, but I couldn't go to these people and be like, ain't nobody gonna ever like you. You know what I'm saying? So everywhere I went, I was so friendly because, bro, like I understand. This ain't my territory. This is not where I'm born and raised. So everywhere I go, bro, I respect everybody. I give everybody the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it ended up bringing me up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I'm so friendly, bro, and I'm so open to people because everywhere I move, bro, I had to create friends. I had to make new relationships. You know what I'm saying? And going to these places, I ain't trying to be the hardest dude, bro. So when I got the NIMS, Middle school, I go out there, bro, and oh my God, I gotta prove to these coaches again. And the city of Tallahassee, like who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like who I am, bro. I get the NIMS and I crush it, bro. I'm talking about crush it. Running back, linebacker, crushing it, bro. Like really crushing it.
NIMS was loaded. So I think Clint was on that NIMS scene too, was he?
Yeah.
Y'all boys were loaded.
Yeah, bro. When I'm talking about, like, I get up there and I show them, like, man, look, Major, he bought that. Yep.
How did you like living in the Panhandle versus living in like Fort Lauderdale?
Honestly, it always the same, bro. It honestly always the same. My neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale was just like Pine Ridge. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like what? Yeah, Pine Ridge. Was it Pine Ridge? It's a Pine Ridge in Tallahassee, right?
Yeah.
It's on Ridge Road.
Yeah. Oh, you love Ridge Road.
Pine Ridge. So like that neighborhood was just like my neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale. You know what I'm saying? But like my neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale was probably a little worse. Like we had, bro, I grew up dealing with a lot, dog. We had gun violence, bro. We had like people getting shot right in front of them. We had drugs being sold, bro. People gambling on the block, bro. Like I grew up in a rough neighborhood, but I just was that person. Everybody seen the light in me. And they was like, listen, we ain't gonna allow you to do this. We ain't gonna allow you to detour. So let me get back to the story. But when I was in Tallahassee, man, I rock NIMS. I rock it. I'm talking about I really, really make an impact to now while people know who Major Wright is. So I ended up staying back. Man, I stayed back in the 8th grade. Crushed me. Man, I'm like, man.
I'm gonna give you something, man. I wanted to hold my son back on purpose, like a year, right? Just because I graduated 17 years old, and I was playing with dudes that was like 19. I mean, the entire time, I'm beating out dudes that's like 19 on the team. You know what I'm saying? So my time I was like, man, if I have a son, I'm gonna hold him back just like 2 years. That's just like an incredible advantage from a lot of different perspectives, man. So
it is. It did, and it ended up like helping me in the long run, you know. But
absolutely.
I didn't want to stay back because at NIMS, like that was the thing to do. Stay back. If you didn't stay back, something was wrong with you. Like they looked at you like,
what?
My NIMS was bad, bro. NIMS was bad.
That's a part of the
bro, they looked at you like, bro, you ain't stay back.
Right, yeah, NIMS was bad.
I was like, nah, and I ain't gonna stay back. Man, I get chopped up, man. I stay right back, man. I stay back, bro. I come back that next year, bro, and I crush them. I get to him, bro. So now I'm staying in Pine Ridge, and across the street was Keith and Kevin. Keith and Kevin, now it's time for me to go to high school. And Keith and Kevin, they my homies, you know what I'm saying? So they about to go to Gobby High School. And I'm like, man, if I can ride with y'all every morning, I'm good. They was like, we got you. So I ended up going to Gobby High School. I get out there and listen, I played JV for 3 games, bro.
It was a wrap after that.
Listen, and I crush them, bro. Like, I played so good to where now the Coach Cruz put me on varsity. Right? Now I'm on varsity and I'm starting. I'm not up there just to sit behind somebody. I ain't up there. No, I'm up there to start, bro. As a freshman, little dude like from Lauderdale,
linebacker.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm bringing it though.
Oh yeah,
I'm bringing it as a freshman.
As like you came in, started like hyping. No word get around Florida quick, man. Before internet age, like if you was one of them guys from like a city, I mean, you moving around a little bit, so word was out that you was balling. So how early, as a high school player, did you start getting recruited?
I started getting recruited. I started really seeing a real big impact when I moved back to Fort Lauderdale and started going to St. Thomas.
Real quick though, before we move forward, who harder hitter, you or Dre?
Bro, Dre used to bring that thump, boy.
Who is Dre? Who is Dre? Give me Dre real name. Who is Dre?
My brother DeAndre McDaniel.
McDaniel.
Who played at Clemson.
Oh, yeah. DeAndre is the reason why I changed my position to safety. Him and Sean Taylor, bro. When I moved back to Fort Lauderdale, I was playing linebacker, bro. So I told the coach, hey, I play safety. But answer your question, bro, DeAndre brought that thing, bro. I honestly, it may be neck and neck, bro.
Yeah. And I
It
always
may
tell
be
people
neck
all the
and neck.
time, though, man, if you would have never left God, man, because we had some guys that got like some guys. If you would have never left God, I know your senior year we went undefeated, lost in the playoffs, but just imagine like you and Dre on the back end that year.
Yeah.
The next year with British, Keith, all we were just loaded, man. So I think if you would have never left, it would have been something. Even though you did great things at St. Thomas, pretty much the same thing. I think it wouldn't have been a drop off at Gabi at all.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, because the exposure that St. Thomas gave me
It's different.
was, bro, people don't understand that it is it is so important to be exposed, bro, to a lot of stuff, because if you're not exposed to it, you know nothing about it. So all you do is the things that you know of.
Correct.
And really you just like, it's a hamster. All you're doing is just running in circles. You know what I'm saying? But St. Thomas gave me a different type of exposure, bro, that Gabi couldn't give me.
Facts.
There was
100%.
no way Gabi could have gave me that type of exposure.
So let's talk about that. This is the difference between a school like Gabi and what St. Thomas brings. We know all the resources that St. Thomas have, but from your perspective, you was at Gabi, and then you go to St. Thomas, and it's completely different. Just give the different perspectives in regards to what St. Thomas was actually able to do for you,
Bro, every year, St. Thomas probably averaged 10 athletes going D1, right? The amount of people that have passed through St. Thomas, the alumni, bro, is ridiculous. Bro, when I tell you Michael Irvin, like guys like that came from St. Thomas Aquinas, bro. Everybody wanna be St. Thomas. If you know it or not, bro, down here, bro, it's like everybody don't like St. Thomas because we always known to win, bro. And it is ran like a college, bro. They're very fundamentally sound, bro, on and off the field. Like a lot of people just think you supposed to coach this player and coach him on the field. St. Thomas just don't coach you on the field. They give you the exposure. They give you the groups that you need to be around off the field. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference, bro. Like, that's why St. Thomas is going to continue to thrive, continue to be, what it is, because the exposure that these kids they have, bro. Like,
Yeah,
how's
money
that
and
process
resources,
like,
man.
though?
This is
Yeah,
money
that's
and
100%.
money and resources, man. It's just
Yep.
that's
Yep.
it.
How's that
Was
process
that
like?
year?
He graduated 07, I believe, right? He was 07.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
just
on
asking,
that.
was that junior year, senior year when you went to St. Thomas?
It
Yeah,
was
how
my
was that
it was my
process?
sophomore year.
So
Sophomore
you
year.
go back,
Okay.
go back to Lauderdale. Like I'm not sure how. They say St. Thomas recruit. So how's that whole process? Oh, that motherfucker major that he
Nah,
balled.
I didn't get recruited. Like I didn't get recruited. So a guy that I was already that I used to play Little League with, well, not with, but against, his name Bobby Crawford, and he was already at St. Thomas Aquinas at the time. So when I came back in town, he was like, bro, you need to come to St. Thomas. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, shoot, yeah, cool. He set up the meeting. There was no recruiting. All he just put me in position to now be exposed to the things that I needed to be exposed to, which was the best thing that I could have done. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no recruit.
Did you try out or something? Because I know they ain't just this
Nah,
my
I ain't
dog.
try out.
None.
I had a
No,
meeting.
they already knew about you. They knew about you. Oh yeah, that little motherfucker
But
from
my
Little League a
coaches
couple years ago.
my coaches in Tallahassee too. They called Coach Smith as well and
Was it Coach
told
Matt?
him, Coach Cleon,
Coach Matt Farland.
yep, Coach
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah.
and Coach Cruz gave him the okay to call down there because they knew what type of player I was gonna be. And in my neighborhood, bro, if it wasn't for football, bro, it you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Coach gave him the grace to call Coach Smith. Coach Smith was like, all right, cool. So when we had our first meeting, it was already like, all right, we know what this player already got.
That's what it do. So you said the recruitment started at St. Thomas. So you talking sophomore year? You the people starting
So
to swing around and
So
You remember the first offer?
So sophomore, nah, I don't remember my first offer, bro. Nah,
Just coming in.
my sophomore year, bro, we got 2 seniors at safety, JD and this other guy. I forgot who was the other safety. But they seniors, so y'all already know my mindset. It is already shifted to I gotta prove to these coaches what I'm really about. You know, they don't really know what Major really about. They heard about Major from another coach, but Major really about that. So,
Yeah, I like
bro,
when
the
people talk
first day
about
we put
themselves
on
in third person,
pads.
bro. That shit's the best.
the first day we put on pads, bro. We do a kickoff drill. And they got the kick return out there, and I'm on a kickoff drill. I'm probably at like L3, something like that. They trying me at. Bro, they blow the whistle, and they doing like a live kickoff return. So they blow the whistle. I run down there. I blow by the first person. I run through the second person, and I go make the tackle. Boom! I get up, crunk. Everybody like, oh! I'm talking about like, we live now.
Yeah, this
So the
is like
coach,
caveman era football. Live kickoff return.
we
Are
going
you
at it, bro. We
insane?
going at it,
Like nobody,
Nomads.
bro.
just
So
nomads.
the coach was like, Major, we don't practice like that. Tone it down. That ain't how we practice.
Oh.
So
Y'all playing.
I'm like, nah, I'm about that. You know what I'm saying?
Sean
Coach
Taylor at the
line me
Pro
up
Bowl.
again. They blow the whistle. I run by the first person. I run by the second person, and I go make the tackle again. Boom!
Everybody running.
I'm
Sit
back
your ass
wild,
down.
bro. Coach come at me, blow the whistle. Major, what the F you doing? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. I told you this is not how we practice. Get kicked off this team by doing stupid stuff like that. So right there, at that moment, it was my moment of being coachable. I wasn't being coachable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of a difference as well. Where now I could do that at Gabi, but at St. Thomas, look, we take care of our players. We got to understand how to take care of our players. But it made me understand that St. Thomas is totally different, bro. That's not how we do this around here. So now I had to adjust how I practice. You know what I'm saying? So it made me more aware of a lot of things, and they made me grow as a player a lot faster. You know, as you know,
Awareness is key,
as a
man.
sophomore.
Awareness is key.
Yeah.
So before we kind of get into the media recruitment, you guys, your junior and your senior year, man, you got the big time battle in the state championship game. You play against who a lot of people say probably one of the best teams ever in Florida. Let's talk about playing against Lakeland in those state championships and this, you know, the battles that you and Rainey and those guys had, because that was a classic ass game, man. 100%.
Oh man,
that game
bro,
was amazing, bro.
Bro, when I tell you those games was crazy, bro. Oh my God, bro. My sophomore year and my junior year, they kind of like they won those, like legit. They beat us, bro. They was more tougher than us. They was physical, bro. They just outdid us, bro. My senior year, bro, we got on their ass, bro. My senior year, when I tell you, bro, my mindset of going into that game, I didn't want to lose, bro. I lost to these guys twice already. So my mindset going into this game, bro, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, bro, for this game. I even put one of their players out, like literally.
Let me ask you this: were you? I know you and Ahmad close. Were you guys cool? Were you friends before you guys got to Florida? Like, how cool were you guys, and how well you knew each other? Did you guys see each other?
We just knew of each other. We all just knew of each other. We ain't
never
really
visit UF the same time or nothing.
Huh?
Y'all never visit UF the same time or no shit like that.
I don't. But we wasn't like, oh, we gonna go to school together. Nah, we ain't. Nah, It was just I ain't really like them dudes, bro, because bro, them dudes beat me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like they was really good dudes off the field, but just on the field, and the Pouches them talk so much trash, they gonna let you know. They gonna let you know, bro.
I know your defense. I know St. Thomas got some good defensive linemen, right? But they ain't got motherfuckers on the opposite end that's gonna get so. The one
At that
or two
time,
boys get up on you, climb, get up on you.
at that time, bro, like we had a really good defensive line. Like we had at my sophomore year, we had Geno Atkins. Like we had some dogs, but it wasn't enough. At that time, it wasn't enough, man. Them boys was really bringing it, and they always pulled one of the Pouncies to come get me. So they used to make my game so hard, man, like so hard, bro. So I ain't like the
Don't
boys,
care what you
man.
I
do.
know you was
But
cussing
that
like
was right
hell.
there.
Get off
Just
me,
go get
big
him.
bitch. I'd have been cussing.
Everybody say the Pouncies talk shit. Give me some Pouncey shit talking when they were beating y'all ass in the state championship. What kind of shit talking they was saying?
Oh, they gonna talk so much shit. Hey, nigga, you trash. You ain't shit. Hey, man, they gonna say anything to hurt you, bro. Anything they feel that's gonna hurt you, they gonna hurt you, bro. But
It's two
I
of
ain't
them
let
too,
it.
man. That's cheating.
Hey, but that wasn't doing nothing but feeling the fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. They had ran a reverse with number 1. He came around the corner. I put him out, put him to sleep. Boom. I have him. He ain't never played football ever since that hit, bro. So thanks to the Pouncies,
Retirement.
adding that fuel to the fire, bro. Oh man.
What you told him? Get your dog. Get your dog.
Yeah.
No, he can't get up.
Yeah. Blame him. Blame him.
Yeah, he did that. I can't do that big ass, but you.
But nah, they if
Since
you
that hit is
on
hilarious,
a team, bro, you want to be on a team, bro, because they gonna listen. They gonna ride. They not listen. You want to get behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you ain't on a team, bro,
and
when you ain't on a
game. I remember
team,
that.
it's hell.
Yeah.
It's hell to pay. Then they gonna let you know. So we was down 21 points in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes left, bro. You want to talk about a great game, dog? We came all the way back, bro. We took Lakeland to double overtime, bro. Down 21 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a great game? I go get the first fumble cover on kickoff, right? We just scored. We get the first kickoff. I go down. Boom. I go get the first kickoff. Boom. We go down. We score.
Only the maniacs love kickoffs.
Man, right. But listen though. But what's so
we
crazy?
Call it Suicide Squad.
But what's so crazy is, bro, I didn't play no kickoffs. It's my senior year. I didn't play no kickoff. I didn't play none of that. I didn't play no special teams. When a job was on the line, coach put me out there.
Oh, okay.
Coach say, go get the ball.
But you like it though, because even
I ain't have
practice,
no
you was
choice.
doing it.
I was with it though. I was with all that, man. Bring that, because guess what? Whoever in front of me gonna get it. I didn't care what size, who it was. They was gonna get it, dog. Regardless of who it was, bro.
Now I remember that game like crazy because I think it was at one point in time because I think Rainey had broke like a long touchdown. If y'all would have tackled him or something, the game would have been
Rainey
over.
would have stayed in bounce, got tackled in bounce, or wouldn't have scored, bro, they would have won the game easily. They won the game anyways, but we still think we won.
Wouldn't have been no comeback, that type of deal.
Y'all think y'all won? Y'all lost, bro.
Yeah. We got proof though that we kind of like we seen the ball go in and then.
Oh, okay. Y'all got conspiracy.
I'm a Hurricane fan. I know how that go. The record books don't flip for you.
So Major, man, you after all that, man, you blue chip recruit, #1 safety in the state of Florida. Everybody's calling you. Let's just talk about your recruitment for a second and what it really boiled down to and things like that.
Ah, man, my recruitment, bro, it was so much fun, bro. I had an offer from everybody, bro. Everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you asked that question earlier, my first offer, I don't remember, bro. Like, that's way, way, way too long. But, bro, just having that success of being able to just be recruited, bro, was just amazing, dog. I'm a kid from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Didn't think this was going to take me to where it's taking me at. And now I have every coach coming in here asking to see about Major Wright. Every coach, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was a feeling that like, damn, it paid off. Like the things that I've been doing, the grind that I've been on, that mentality that wherever I go, I gotta prove to these coaches that I'm better than what's here. That mentality is paying off. So, man, I mess around and I have my 4 schools. So I got University of Miami, I got Notre Dame, I have Florida, and I have Ohio State. So really,
That's
the
beautiful.
real
That's a
two,
beautiful set right there, boy. I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie to you.
And this is '06, so going into '07. So really, my main two is Ohio State and Florida. So I take my visit to O State, right? And I have a ball, bro. Like Beanie them, Ted Ginn them,
Beanie Wells, yeah.
and like, yeah, bro, it is a sight up there at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Columbus, I
So
heard, man.
I go out there and have a ball. And Tressel,
Jesus Shuttleworth type vibes. What was going on?
bro,
You got
all
some big
that,
state.
Big
Jesus,
state? Oh,
big state. All that.
bro,
It's crazy,
bro.
man.
I'm walking down there. They walk. They. I guess Ohio walk, whatever the Buckeye walk. These people calling my name, like I'm already at the school, bro. Like they got me going like crazy. I'm like, oh my god, like. So at the end of my visit, Tressel asks, Major, so what you gonna do? I yell out, hey man, I'm young. That pressure on me, Coach. I'm gonna be a Buckeye.
He committed, bro. Yeah, he got
Basically,
the big state treatment.
verbally committed to Coach right there in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
room. So now I got Florida coming up.
Oh, Irving gonna go all out, right?
Florida just beat Ohio State in the national championship. And now they got me on campus. So I go to the school, bro. And I mean, I see the Pouncies. I see everybody there. Cam, Joe Hayden, Aaron Hernandez. They make this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Deontay Thompson. So me and Deontay, we was like, bro, wherever you go, I'ma go. So Deontay took to the Ohio State trip with me, everything. So me and him, we were locked in. So
I saw
we get
every Deontay game
Deontay Thompson.
that year at Glade
No,
Central that
Deontay was
year.
nice, boy.
Yeah,
Track
DT
meets
was
special,
DT was
bro.
that dude.
Special, bro. Like incredible speed, bro. At a very young age, like 10th grade, he took off, and I was a fan of everything he did, man. He had some hands issues at UF, but outside of that, bro, like a killer.
Yeah. So we get to Florida and oh, we have a ball, bro. They're coming off a national championship. It is love. So at the end of this visit, Urban Meyer had my exit meeting. What are you gonna do, Major Wright? Coach, I'm gonna be a Gator. So now I done committed to 2 coaches. 2. You know what I'm saying? So what it really boiled down to was, bro, and I had some of the amazing guidance, bro, you
This is
could
good
ever.
behind the scenes, like how like recruits be moving. So some of these fans have no idea, and they be like, "Oh no, he didn't commit to that school." Now these players will commit to 5
Especially
coaches.
I'm
when
about to
they be
say
in
that
that
out
pressure,
there.
Oh
when they
yeah,
be in that
I did it.
situation, that face to face.
Yeah,
I
I
commit to
did it
all the
because
coaches. Love all y'all.
it's that pressure. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to let this coach down. This coach been looking out for you. This coach been checking on you. This coach been this. This coach been doing that. So you build that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Once you build that relationship, it's like, damn, like this may not be the right fit for me, coach. But this it's hard to say that when
Right,
you
right,
Right.
you're not
17.
you're not mature enough to really have those type of conversations at that
for
time.
sure, for sure.
And that's that first time I've ever been put in that position. Nobody else in my family ain't been this.
Right.
So I tell Urban Meyer, I'm coming here. You know what I'm saying? And that was like deep. But what really helped give me the best guidance, bro, was Chris Carter, bro. Like I had ended up moving in with Chris Carter my senior year. Him and his family took me in, bro, and the guidance and that's what I'm saying, like exposure. I got exposed to a lot of stuff, bro. A lot of people didn't have, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then God, bro, been with my whole entire life, bro. Been walking me through and making the right decisions, bro, and putting the right people in my life, bro. But Christum came into my life where I have the best guidance I could ask for. A Hall of Fame wide receiver. He's done it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was like, listen, man, Ohio State is where I went at. but I'm not pushing you to go there. You make the best decision for you. Right now, it seems like Florida. So we broke it all the way down to where Reggie Nelson, he was leaving. So that spot about to get ready to open, right? Gainesville is only 4 hours away from Fort Lauderdale. My family can get in and don't cost them that much to drive up. You know what I'm saying? So cost-wise, my family can make every game. You know what I'm saying? So, and then just the atmosphere, bro. It wasn't nothing like Florida. Florida was gonna have the #1 recruiting class that year, anyways. I was going in with some dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like the dogs I went in with. So that really helped me make my decision, bro.
What separated before we get into what all the Florida days and the Florida stories and stuff? What separated? People talk about Urban as a recruiter. What separated Urban from the other head coaches in regards to his recruiting efforts and his recruiting process? We had Jack Rabbit on. He was talking about how good of a recruiter Urban is. Like, what type of story can you give in regards to Urban within that process?
Bro, Urban is just a go-getter, bro. He ain't gonna stop until he get what he want. You know what I'm saying? And some coaches kind of, be lenient to, all right, you could do this. Like Urban Meyer, he gets you to buy into him as a coach. And once you buy into him as a coach, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And he's a really good coach, bro. Like he's a really good coach. Can't take that away. Everything, the proof is in the pudding. He's a really good coach, bro. He knows what he's doing. He know how to really, really get after it when it comes to recruiting. And like he make your family feel like y'all need to invest into him. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, I think, is his key component to making your family tie into who he is as a coach and what he's doing.
You
I
talked
heard
about
he's a psychological genius as well, man. He like to, so did you have a moment where you was like, damn, coach, just try to play me real quick?
Oh yeah. I left school as a junior because of Urban Meyer. I left early, bro.
Yeah.
Because Urban Meyer, bro. If y'all don't know, after we won a national championship, going into my junior year, we started a rotation between me, Ahmad Black, and Will Hill, which Will Hill was good, but what me and Ahmad had was special.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was really special. There isn't a tandem of safety that came through Florida that has done what me and Ahmad has done.
let's rewind it to freshman year.
Some accolades.
You get
You
on.
know what I'm saying? So he ended up making me leave earlier though.
Yeah, let's rewind it to freshman year. You get on campus, and then I know there's recruiter Urban Meyer, but there's also a de-recruitment process, and also some buy-in. What you say he gets a family buy-in, you to buy-in. What's that process like in practice, workouts? 'Cause I know he's an intense, competitive guy. So when he gets out of kissing your ass mode to get you on campus, what's that vibes like when he get into competitive mode?
Oh, you gotta work. You gotta earn everything, bro. He's a grinder. Like, there's no doubt about it. He gonna make you grind. He gonna get all of that up out you. And a little bit more. Like, he's that coach that's gonna push you to the limits that you didn't know you was gonna be able to be pushed to, bro. He gonna challenge you mentally, physically. He gonna do all that, bro.
What was
Was it
Matt?
love, hate, love again?
Give me your. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just quick. I was just saying, was it love, hate, love?
Yeah.
I think that's always a good coaching relationship. Go ahead, though. What you had to say?
It's good to have, bro, because now you know you're gonna get your best out of this coach, and he wants the best. And like I said, bro, the proof is in the pudding. He's been winning for some time.
For sure. Until you got to my Jags, but never mind. Give me your first Matt drill story.
Oh, bro,
The infamous Matt drills.
Bro,
break it down to the fans that may not know.
Listen, Matt drill is one of the most brutal times of the year, bro. You get up early in the morning. It's like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We basically was fighting each other in there, bro. Like, bro, they had a drill where you had to stop this guy from touching the end of that mat, right? You got to do whatever it takes to stop him from getting to the other side of the mat, right? Like, bro, people was getting choked out. You hear me?
Real shit.
You in there really fighting for your life, bro. Like, you in that joint going crazy, bro. Oh,
Which is probably
my God.
was illegal as well. That was probably illegal.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Major, man, throughout your whole football career, man, you might be liable to some compensation with the shit. with the shit these coaches put y'all for us.
PTSD.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a lawyer
man.
for you.
Right.
But that right there, it let us know that our teammates, we was going to fight. And we was going to fight until everything was out of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what helped build our character in that team.
Who won the mat drills? I didn't know
Huh?
who won the mat drills.
Bro, it was everybody like had a go round of winning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just there's no, I can't say this person was the best.
Okay, gotcha.
You'll get choked out on any day. Anybody
Right. Anybody can get it.
If it's your day, it's your day. You know, you gotta go down.
Right.
Good illegal choke maneuver earlier, man.
What was
Let me
your
tell you that.
So we kind of get into a little bit. So what was your like welcome to college moment, right? Because at every moment, you came in and you said, man, you gonna do what you gotta do and show these people, who I am. So what was your shit, man? Let me step back a little bit. These motherfuckers here just as real as me. Let me step my game up a little bit. So what was that welcome to college moment? Because as you know, high school, you the big dogs on campus, 4-star. Well, at the same time as everybody big dogs on campus, but in a general setting, you big dog on campus. The 4 or 5-star, you go to Florida, everybody's 4 and 5-star recruits.
Bro, honestly, for me, it was opposite. It wasn't no, let me step my game up. I had already came in with the mindset of, I'm finna prove to these boys and these coaches what I'm about. Bro, first day we put on shoulder pads and helmets. We didn't even have on full pads, right? I had already knew what I'm about to do. I know in my mind what I'm about to do, bro, because they don't know about Major Wright. They just heard about me. They see my highlights. They see me. They think I ain't really about what I'm about, but I'm gonna show them, bro. We do team, bro. And Chris Rainey.
Is that the play? That's the play on Twitter.
Yeah,
because y'all motherfuckers was not in no full pads, but you ran straight through Rainey damn.
Bro, that's the first day we put on shoulder pads and helmets, bro. We don't supposed to be doing none of this. We ain't supposed to be doing none of what I'm about to do. What I'm about to explain to y'all.
I see the clip and that shit was crazy. Like, bro, these motherfuckers got on shorts. This man out here going crazy.
Bro, they hand Chris Rainey the ball off. And as y'all know, I've been playing Chris Rainey 3 years in a row.
Oh, yeah.
3 years in a row, he been running through our ass. 3 years in a row. Right? And I already know everything Chris gonna do because I've been studying this motherfucker. Right. Man, Chris Rainey get the ball. I'm running down the alley. Chris Rainey always stick his foot in the ground and he gonna come.
Oh, shit. That's it.
So I say, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna catch his ass when he coming back. So he stuck his foot in the ground and I just launched to where I know where he was going. Why my guess was right. And we messed around and collide. Bow!
Oh! Hit the motherfucker so hard and not the servers
This guy's the greatest, bro. I love him.
Oh, man. There you go.
He got water.
Get some water.
Hey, bro, we mess around and collide. Boom! I knock him completely down. He fall. I fall. I get back up. I see everybody running on the field like we won in the championship. Everybody's like, woo, woo. Bro, I was the first freshman to shut practice down. After that play, there was no more practice. Major Wright shut practice down. I was the first freshman.
That was smart, man. Urban had too many fucking killers, bro. Too many killers. You done ride everybody up with no pads, and Urban had to shut that shit down, bro.
I gotta get this, man, real quick, because I know Chris Rainey, elite shit talker. I done been around Rainey a lot, bro. He's an elite shit talker.
Yeah.
You hit Rainey that hard, like I know he wasn't just quiet.
I wasn't
Shit.
quiet. Because I could never hit Chris Rainey like that, bro. I never could get a hit like that on Rainey. Chris Rainey, no. If I ever made contact with him, I was gonna do what I did. But he messed around and let me make that contact with him, bro. Not bro. That was it, bro. Like, man, he couldn't tell me nothing. I talked so much shit to Chris Rainey, man, after that, bro. Oh my God. Because he deserved it, though. He deserved it, bro. Like, he deserved every bit of that, bro. So
Rainey a
I
character,
felt
man.
good, bro, doing that.
Did he say anything though? Could he say anything?
Hell no, nah. Chris ain't say nothing.
Chris
You got me,
oh, what
dog.
y'all cheering for, man? He ain't even supposed to hit nobody.
Yep. He was
What
more
the
mad.
Urban say you about that?
He was more mad than anything.
Yeah. I've been fire hot too. Like, man, wait a minute, man. Y'all cheering. He ain't supposed to touch nobody, man.
So that right there,
Urban kicked you out of.
Hey, so that right there set the tone and let my teammates know, man, listen. Oh, that hype he came in with. Oh, that video he came in with. Oh, he really bought that. Man, my teammates respected me so much more after I did that, bro. I was the first freshman to get my stripe removed, bro, on that day. That night right there, bro, they removed my stripe, bro. You had
He's
to
one of us.
all the freshmen get a stripe down their helmet. You got to prove yourself to get that stripe removed, bro. That night, once we put on those pads, I got my stripe removed, bro.
What was practice with Percy Harvin like?
Bro, listen. Practice was so lit, bro. Practice was so hard. Our practice was way harder than any game.
Right.
Bro, going against guys like Percy Harvin, Aaron Hernandez, God bless the dead, Riley Cooper, Lewis Murphy, Cornelius Ingram, like Jordan Reed, like, bro, we talk about some real good guys, you know what I'm saying, bro? Practices was so hard, bro. Like, Percy used to go out there and go do his thing, but he had his days, and we had our days, he had his days, you know what I'm saying? So, but
let's talk about that type of atmosphere, because we talk about all the time whenever we had these former Big Three legends, because 9 times out of 10 we bring you guys on, y'all play with some great fucking teams, and the damn practices was a lot harder than playing in the games, right? So just talk about the competitive edge, just all around throughout with you guys. Like I said, you had guys on offense, guys on defense. You win this day, I win this day. But just talk about the competition within you guys, and it probably just wasn't even on the practice field. It's probably in everything you guys did throughout, time on campus.
bro, everything we wanted to compete, bro, but we all made each other better. Like, everybody made each other better, bro. Like, we really made each other better going against the Percy's, going against these guys, bro. It made practice so much more competitive because we don't like to lose. Nobody liked to lose. So if you did lose, guess what? You got to run this back. Come out here, we got to run this back. You know what I'm saying? So it was a fight that everybody wanted to fight, and no matter what, like, we knew that we was getting each other better because we got the best out of each other each and every day.
Speaking of practice and speaking of fighting, go ahead and give us that real story. What happened with Billy in person?
Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know the real
Hey, that's how you told
you want that was before?
I wasn't. No, I was there. I wasn't in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I know just as much as y'all know, but only the receivers could really tell you what really happened.
So they ain't tell y'all just like us, just seen the empty office the next day, huh?
Yeah, nah, that they.
It ain't hard to figure out, man.
We ain't.
Percy Harvin.
We ain't talk about like stuff like that, bro. Like, if it happened, oh yeah, it happened. All right, cool, shit.
I want to talk about, like, I know, like, Urban brought in a lot of big personalities and a lot of just great athletes, and every time one of the big three teams is good, there's always some controversy off the field, you know. What was it like from that perspective, dealing with outside media, a lot of the stuff that Urban was dealing with some of the troubles that was going on, and a lot of things came out later with Aaron Hernandez and all that, but what was it really like outside, after the national championship, when things started to unravel a little bit?
Bro, honestly, bro, a lot of the stuff they talk about came out. A lot of us ain't even know that stuff came out, bro. Like, I didn't know nothing about that Aaron Hernandez stuff in college, me or Joe.
Right.
And it's so shocking because we there. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't know much about it. Like when all that, man, when we started hearing about the stuff, I asked Joe, I'm like, bro, did you know anything about this? Man, you know I ain't no major. So it's just like, damn, we ain't even know about that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just shocking to us to hear.
Tunnel vision, basically, kind of locked in football.
Well,
You
and
know,
not even locked in. We just ain't we was
just
doing
wasn't
what we
buzzing.
did, dog. Like we wasn't, bro. We was kids. We was having fun, bro. Like we was really being a college student, bro. Our college campus was lit. Y'all gotta understand. Basketball was winning championships. Soccer was winning, softball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was winning. Track was winning. Bro, our campus was lit. It was always something going on. It was always something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody had what they had going on, doing this and doing that. Whoever you was with, you was with. You know what I'm saying?
Circle and shit. Yeah.
Everybody just was doing them.
Right.
So if you ain't like we ain't hear nothing about it because we was continuing to do us.
Right. Yes, because that's natural. Within any and all teams, you got little cliques. These your guys, you know what I'm saying? We all a team, but we over here doing this. Y'all don't want to go. We going over to the pool hall. Them boys don't want to mess
That's just
around.
like you ain't gonna get Tebow to come play cards with us at
Right.
real. You know what I'm saying? So everybody have they people that they that they
Gravitate
clicking
to.
with. You know what I'm saying? So we got our guys that we had that we bond different. We play cards. You know what I'm saying? We bond in a different form, in a different way that other people may not bond like that. So we did have our clique. So it's yeah, and I think every team has that. But one thing you wasn't gonna do is fuck with us on or off the field.
For sure.
Fact.
For
That's
sure.
real, though.
Y'all boys didn't go to Tebow Bible studies, man? Ain't nobody pull up?
No, we
You know,
ain't.
he hosts them every Wednesday, right? Every Wednesday at the press.
He invites you though. He invites you every week. Hey,
And
man,
he made it a point too. He know none of y'all was coming.
Hey.
He made it
Come
point.
on,
Ain't
man. I
nobody
grew
was
up in
coming.
church. That's
But
how I know.
he made sure to ask y'all. But
Man,
no,
I was about to say, I grew up in church. I know he gonna ask every week. Hey man, y'all know y'all more than welcome now. Come on through. I got extra Bibles and everything.
Nah,
you kind of made a point.
He ain't do that. He wasn't that.
But nah, you kind of made a point that just how lit the campus was. Everybody was winning from a sports perspective. How was it being in Gainesville when you were top dogs on campus, winning championships and things like that at the peak of being a Florida Gator? How was that just being in the city of Gainesville? What type of love you guys got and things like that?
Bro, the city showed us so much love, bro. It was so much love, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like the fans, the students, everybody showed love, bro. And y'all already know it. Like I'm a friendly person, so that ain't do nothing. But everybody was like, how is he this friendly to be able, and it made it so much more easier to like now be friends with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It was so cool, bro. The energy, the atmosphere was just different, dog. It was special. Like those moments right there stick with me for the rest of my life because it was a special moment in my life, bro. Like not many people could say they won a national championship. Not many people could say they did what I did. You know what I'm saying? So those moments really stuck with me, bro.
And you played in the swamp, and everybody talk about swamp being one of the toughest environments to play in and things like that. What was give me a swamp story that you just realized like, damn, this stadium is packed, it's rocking, it's loud. Just give me a crazy swamp story that always stick with you in regards to your playing career.
Bro, we was playing LSU game and it's both of the LSU games really at their stadium my freshman year. That like I'm gonna tell you that impact that because they stadium ain't nothing to be fucked up with either, bro.
No.
They
Yeah,
stadium
valid,
is
yeah.
loud. Listen, they stadium is really really loud, bro. It was so loud, bro. Joe Hayden was sitting right next to me, right, and I'm yelling Joe's name. Joe couldn't hear me. Bro, I remember when Jacob Hester had done truck me. Boom.
Hessel's a beast, man.
Bro, the stadium erupted, bro. And before you run out, like they put the tiger right by your door. And before you run out, the tigers yelling, the tigers roaring.
That's a crazy atmosphere, man.
So it's kind of scary, running out that. But bro, playing in the swamp ain't nothing to be played with. We played LSU, bro. I'm gonna go back to that, but we played LSU. It was that night game, bro, when Brandon Spikes took one back to the house and punted it in the stands.
I know the crowd went nuts after that, man.
Bro, when I tell you the crowd erupted, dog. It was like no other, bro. It was like the ground was shaking, bro. Bro, oh my God, bro. The swamp gets so loud, bro. It gets so loud. When I tell you, it ain't nothing like the swamp. There's nothing like the swamp where the ground shake and you feel the vibration. You feel the fans. You feel all of that. Like you feel the wind from the fans on the field, bro. It's different.
That's crazy.
It's
What
different.
was Urban Meyer like after the Florida Georgia game when Mark Richt sent the whole team out on the field and we lose that game? I know Urban Meyer, he's super competitive and also a sportsman when it comes to that type of activity. What was his vibes like heading into the Georgia week after they pulled that the following year? What was the vibes like?
He turned it up a whole nother notch. I think that year, No Sean rushed for a certain amount of yards, bro. It was all about those yards. Everything was compared to those yards. Like he made that week so intense. Herb hated that, bro. We hated that them boys ran out on the field on us, bro. It really embarrassed us, bro.
Yeah.
Because that has never happened.
They all
In
should have
no
been
game.
ejected. That's what should have happened. That was the rule. The actual rule wasn't really like used because that was the rule. If you leave the sidelines and go on the field, you were ejected. Their whole team ran on the field and they just told them to go back
Let
to
it
the
ride,
sideline.
yeah.
Oh, they should have got ejected then. God damn it. Because,
That was a
bro,
tone setter. They kicked
them
their ass that
boys out
day.
there walking it out. Like, them boys is doing everything, bro. And we like, no. No. Bro, it made us feel so bad, made us feel so less of a team, bro. And Herb made sure if we could put up 1,000,000 points on that board, Herb wanted to do it. He didn't care. That's how bad Herb wanted to like give it to them, bro. He made it. That off season was about Georgia. It wasn't about nobody else but Georgia.
Right.
He made sure that game, bro, we was ready. We was ready. And he didn't have to really add too much fuel to us because we already didn't like it.
Well, Spike set the tone that game. Like that, the tone set of the game before was the whole Georgia team running out on the field.
Yeah.
And then when Brandon Spikes hit No Shun on the cutback and he kind of crawled over him a little bit, that kind of set the tone for Florida that game. It was downhill from there.
Spike said, bro, I'm finna knock No Shun out, bro. First play. Boom! Yeah.
That was an epic play, man. And
as a Georgia guy, I remember both of them years back to back because I'm from Savannah, Georgia, and Georgia, Florida, huge. So you somewhere watching that game if you in the state. Right. And I do remember back to back years when both of you right, complete tone setters, man. Yeah. They went out there and stormed that field, and I was like I remember thinking, well, Florida can fight back. It's early. I mean, it's early, but something just changed in the air. It wasn't like it was the end of the game.
Yeah, it was just a weird game after that.
It was, just the energy got weird. I remember a guy getting knocked out that day. That's the other part I like about that game. The fights that you might see when I go take. I come back one time. I was at the game. I went to take a leak. I came back and boys was fighting. No, the fight was just over. You know how you could tell the fight just happened? I was like, what happened? Yeah, them boys out there tussling, man. Speaking of just, I guess coming off of that, would that be your favorite moment, just coming back and getting that revenge in that Georgia game?
Yeah, that just knowing that, man, listen, all that crap that they did last year, we really put in that work this offseason to make sure we do what we did. You know what I'm saying? It was a really highlighted moment. But I think we learned more that year, 2008, probably from the Ole Miss game.
The
The loss.
loss. Right.
We kind of like knew that kind of like built, not built, but that kind of like set the tone for our team and in a defining moment to like really understand: are we gonna come together or are we gonna just let this thing fall apart? You know what I'm saying? And it brought so many of us together, bro, where we were just like, man, we ain't putting up with none of this no more. This is it.
So that's when he did the famous speech about the rest of the season, and
Mm-hmm.
Tebow did the
Yeah, Tebow
speech.
did the speech,
When he was
but
crying and stuff, right?
a lot of us had
He
already.
ain't shed any tears that time, Tebow.
No, go ahead, bro. My bad. I'll just do a little joke out there.
Oh no, you good. No, no. A lot of us had like Spikes had already called a meeting. It was a lot where we wanted to lock in as a team, bro, and we just knew we was better than what we played. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We played down to our level of play instead of playing to our potential.
Yeah, that happens a lot when we play them no weird SEC West teams, man. Just as a Gator fan looking back, we always like Auburn when we get Auburn awkwardly. It don't matter if they good or bad. Just those SEC West teams won't play a lot. They just be weird and bad matchups sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh,
So when
Go
did you
ahead, go ahead,
guys
Tim.
realize that and that may be that moment there that you kind of said, but when did you guys realize okay, we know we was recruited, we had no more recruiting class, that type of deal, but when did you guys really realize, okay, we could win a national championship this year and this could be the year to do it?
I mean, I think it took, a few games after that Ole Miss hit to like say, look, man, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this thing all the way right, bro. And we just started clicking on all cylinders, bro. Special teams, offense, defense, bro. Offense was putting up astronomical numbers. We holding people down. You know what I'm saying? So it, I think it just took a few games to like iron out those creases that we did have after that Ole Miss loss, and then it just started like really sinking in that we really good, bro.
Yeah, that shit was moving like a machine, man. I had Lewis Murphy on a podcast, and he was telling me that speech, the halftime speech of the national championship game, when and you can see it in the video. I went back and looked at the video. You can see Lewis Murphy talking to you guys in the locker room, and then Tebow came in and did his speech. Lewis Murphy said he was robbed, man. He said he had a fire speech going, man. He was already had y'all boys hype, and then Tim slid in the last minute.
And another thing.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen, I didn't know, I know that he felt, some. I listen at that moment. I guess Tebow wanted to come in and say what he needed to say. Um,
Legendary,
but
legendary, legendary moment. I just
yeah,
didn't know the backstory to it.
Yeah, the video is funny too when you look at it, look at it in that way.
yeah, it's crazy because Murph was talking and he did kind of like come in and like over talk Murph, but yeah, what you want? That's Tebow, bro. Like
Right, right,
Right.
right,
you ain't
right.
Tebow. I was talking first. Hey,
Yeah.
you see, he did.
Right, right.
No, listen, it happened. You know what I'm saying? But Murph always gives some good, powerful speeches. He always has some good words, man, that pick us up, bro. But yeah, I guess he was robbed, bro.
And speaking of Tebow, man, I don't want to take too much more of your time. But speaking of Tebow, what was it like being around that Tebow mania and stuff like that, man? Because your freshman year was that his sophomore year, if I'm not mistaken, when he won the Heisman and stuff like that. What
Yep.
was it like just being around a guy that draw that much, draw that much attention from that perspective?
Bro, it was crazy, bro. Because, bro, Tebow couldn't go on campus, bro. Like Tebow was like God around there, bro. Like Tebow was that dude, bro. He
He
was that
was.
just being able to like witness that, dog. It's special, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And Tebow like really a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really a good dude. So just to be able to witness that, dog, it's special, dog. It was fun, dog, just to be around it. man, to say, hey, man, I played with Tim Tebow, bro, arguably one of the best college players to play the game of football.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, bro? That's that right there, dope. Just to say that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
I was part of that Tim Tebow era. I was part of that. So just to witness that, dog, it was really dope, man.
I gotta
I
get
got
this. I got. Oh, go ahead. Go
no.
ahead.
See, I got one, and I'm done, man. Coming from South Florida, and Miami rivalry is not something y'all get to entertain a lot, but you did get an opportunity to play Miami. I think y'all won like 23-6 or 26-3, something like that.
Yeah.
Dominated the scoreboard. At least that game was a physical game. I remember, and y'all ended up taking off. But what was it like to have that opportunity coming from the South region of Florida, considering Miami at least at some point, kind of. And then going in, probably run into a few guys you remember maybe from back around the way.
Bro, that was a fun game, bro, because like I knew a lot of the guys down there, at the U at that time. Javaris James, you know what I'm saying? Like some guys that Leonard Hankerson, we played at St. Thomas
St. Thomas.
together.
That's right.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So like these guys, like I know these guys. So that game was just fun, you know what I'm saying? And being able to like turn that switch off and turn that switch on. Cause I got an on and off switch. You know what I'm saying? We cool outside of football, but once we get on that field, hey, once that whistle blow, bro, I'm gonna knock your head off. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. You know what I'm saying? So someone be like, bro, are we friends?
Of course. Of course.
How
Soon
you
as
come?
it's over.
It's like friends, bro. Like so, like I had an on and off switch, but it was fun, man, to be able to play with those guys.
Yeah, my last question is just like leading into the NFL. You decided to declare. You said a lot of that was with the Will Hill situation. Who is another just 5-star recruit that Urban bring in? The competition is just always fierce. But you declared to go pro. Tell me a little bit about that decision. How was like making that decision to come in Urban Meyer with it, what went into play with it, and then your NFL process, the draft process. How was that like?
Man, that decision was very hard, bro. Like, because I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take this risk on entering the NFL and don't know where I'm gonna get drafted at. You know
What were you
that.
hearing from scouts?
Well, at that time, I didn't ask none of that. I didn't know nothing about.
I'm out.
It just was like, man, I just don't want to be treated like this no more. So I could potentially just enter the draft. It
Right.
was a joke at first because I thought Herb was gonna fix that. So when he didn't, and I ended up like going through. So this backstory, bro. Me and Joe Hayden, because Joe Hayden was my college roommate, right? I sat down with him one night, bro, and told him about how what's going on and how I felt. And one night, bro, he was just like, Major, bro, listen, I think you should enter the draft, bro. And if you don't get drafted, I got you,
That's real.
right?
That's saying a lot.
That right there gave me the momentum. It gave me the push. It gave me the confidence to say, man, you know what, bro? Maze, they ain't treating you right. Fuck them. Let's go. Let's ride, man. Let's ride. So that story right there, nobody know about that. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
Joe
real,
ended
bro.
up giving me that push to say, man, look, bro, if you don't get drafted, I got you, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then, ended up getting drafted third round, bro, going out there to the combine and crushing the gun combine, bro. I was ranked like 12th safety on the board at one point, like going before the combine. After I go to the combine and do what I did, bro, I was ranked like within the top 5. You know what I'm saying? So they gave me the exposure that I need, bro. I went there, ran 4-4, killed the position stuff, did everything, crushed it. You know what I'm saying? So now my name is starting to buzz. And I went there and just really made an impact, bro. And that right there gave me the momentum to like keep pushing and keep going. And then I ended up going to Chicago Bears. I was their first pick, third round, 75th pick, bro. That was special. You know what I'm saying? For my family to be able to witness me live out my dream, bro. I wanted to play football. So
Right.
my family got to witness that, bro. We had so much fun, bro. And that process is just so much fun, bro. It's like a dream come true because you've been doing this all your life and now you get to reap the benefits of what you've been doing your whole entire life.
Man, I got two quick questions before we get you up out of here, man. You kind of touched on it with Joe Hayden, man. I think you guys had one of the best secondaries to probably play college football, all in all, just from top to bottom. It was, you and Ahmad, Joe and Jack Rabbit, as far as the corners, man. That was some special shit. Just talk about playing with those type of guys in the secondary.
Bro, it is elite because you always know that these guys, they gonna always give you their best. Every practice, every game, you know, man, you gonna get your best out of Joe. You gonna get your best out of George. You gonna get your best out of Ahmad. So it makes your level of play automatically go up because you don't want to let your homeboys, your brothers down. You know what I'm saying? So the trust that we built in within each other, bro, it was ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous, bro. And nobody wanted to let each other down. So we held each other accountable, bro. Each and every practice, each and every day, bro. So that was special, bro. Playing with those guys, man. Those guys was all elite.
Last question, bro. What was you talk about getting drafted, man? What was your first outrageous purchase when you got drafted? I know you got one, right?
Bro, my first outrageous purchase.
Man, I want that Chevy, bro. I seen that Chevy in like Complex magazine or some
I
shit when
had
you first
a
got it, bro. I was like, what the hell?
Chevy, bro. I had a Chevy. That was probably my biggest purchase. And I put like 120,000 into my old school, bro. I had all fiberglass, bro. I had 26 inches, 415s in the back, everything. I had TVs as my dashboard. Like it was just over,
120. You said it all right there.
bro.
Yeah.
It
That's a lot.
was a car that, bro, like I just wish I wouldn't have did it at the time. You know what I'm saying? I grew up wanting those old cars. You know what I'm saying? All the old dope boys in the neighborhood, they had those 26 inches. You know what I'm
The
saying?
culture, baby.
It was like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I get to it, I want to do it.
Yeah, you
Facts.
delayed that gratification long enough, man. That was a
Yeah,
long
Right.
time to
yeah,
wait to finally get that one car, that one thing. You put the
yeah,
work in. I get it.
yeah.
Man,
Everybody, like,
dude.
it happens to a lot of people, man. When you come up humbly and it's finally that chance, you
Yeah.
probably going to overdo it a little bit.
Oh, you gonna not
And
over?
then you step back and go, all right, don't do that no more.
Yeah, I overdid it too much, bro.
For sure. You still got it?
No, I've been got rid of that, man. So long.
Okay.
Yeah,
No doubt.
a lot focused now too. So what I have going on now before I do leave,
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you
Salute.
too. You know, we talked offline about business doing pretty well, and so just tell the people what you got going on now.
yeah, bro. So I released a comic book called Good Deed Tuesday. And Mr. GDT goes out in the community every Tuesday and he activates his powers by doing good deeds. So for every good deed he does, something good happens in his life. So right now, Mr. GDT is on a mission to build a community, get the kids to understand how important it is to be kind, to care, to
Yes,
share.
sir.
Right. So on top of this comic book, I have a school curriculum, right? And this is the first announcement that I'm making, but my school curriculum just got it put into in Alachua County in Gainesville, right?
Okay.
So it's not easy to get a school curriculum into schools. So to have my school curriculum into multiple schools in Gainesville is huge. So Good Deed Tuesday curriculum. Now these kids get to go to school and intentionally be kind to other students on a Tuesday. So
That's
now
dope, man.
we're changing how these kids treat each other. We're changing the atmosphere of the schools. Now we're creating a safer environment for these kids and these teachers. And now we're creating a learning environment for these students.
No doubt, man. That's
That's
dope
dope,
stuff,
man.
man.
That's real,
Really
bro.
proud of what you got going on, man.
Yeah,
Do
congratulations, brother.
you take that? This is my last one. You take that competitive. What do you? Because I know competitors, we don't stop, bro. When balls stop, you got to have somewhere else you exerting that energy, man. Is entrepreneurship one of those avenues?
So right now, yes, I am for sure a whole entrepreneur, bro. But before my transition was so bad, bro, where I didn't know where to put that energy at. And at one point I was so depressed, suicide thoughts. I ended up going
Right.
in 3 years after the NFL, bro. I ended up going broke. Like it's not easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we so used to doing one thing, that's playing football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
my identity was wrapped up in the football. So when I got done, it was just so hard, bro, to get it. to get it out of me. And then I didn't educate myself enough.
Right.
Right. So that's another thing. We don't educate ourselves enough. Now, if you're educated, bro, you're able to now make that transition so much easier because now it's so much easier for you to dive into anything else.
Right. Right.
But if not, bro, it makes it so much harder because now you have to learn a lot of things 10 times harder because now you don't understand it, you don't grasp it, you know? So it made my transition so hard, bro. But now having my own companies, bro, and understanding how to run a foundation and understanding how to have employees and understanding about investing and things now, bro, it's just different now, bro. So entrepreneurship is definitely where I'm at in life.
All right, man. I appreciate you
Thank you,
hanging out
man.
with us,
Appreciate
bro.
the I really appreciate the transparency. I think it's especially important for us as black men to speak on mental health and for you to even just say, hey, man, I went through the dumps, suicidal thoughts, a deep depression. People need to understand that you could go through that. Even a guy that's been, from praise and been to the top. And like I say, you go down and now it's not like, wait, what happened? I'm not that guy no more. But you still somebody. You still bounce back and you find a new identity. I think that's very important for guys, for just people to hear, to understand that
100%.
there could be a resurrection for you, and you could find a new life. And I really do appreciate you telling that
Especially football
story.
players too, man, because
Yeah,
a lot of football players struggle, whether it's college, pro, wherever that journey may end at, they
Right.
struggle in regards to figuring out what's next after that journey. And they don't
For
understand, man,
sure.
the same shit you applied and put into football, you put
Put it
that
in
same
something else.
energy,
Same energy in something
it'll
else.
work. It'll
Yeah.
work. You were successful in football for a reason. You can be
Right.
right.
successful in other ventures for that same exact reason.
And then
Because it's not just the physical; it's the mental.
Right.
But go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
it's just so hard to figure out what's next because like
It's passion, right? Because you played this passion. Well, I'm gonna cut you off, but you played this thing of passion for so long. Just going to get a regular job sounds crazy. Somebody that just been doing something out of passion, right?
bro,
So you don't want to go get a 9 to 5. You trying to find that next thing you passionate about.
you're not gonna just say, hey, let me go get this, let me go work at McDonald's, let me go work at this car wash, bro. You just got done playing in the NFL, you made millions of dollars, you asking me now to go do this here? Like, you supposed to, but bro, it mess with you mentally. A lot of people don't understand, you don't know, bro. I've been this dude all my life, every level. You think about it, every level, bro. I've been that dude. You know what I'm saying? So now to come down off that, bro, nobody could relate. Nobody could understand unless you in those shoes.
Right.
Right.
Get it? You know what I'm saying? So who am I gonna go talk to? Can't nobody really relate. Y'all gonna think just because you made millions, man.
You
Why ain't
should be good.
you? Man, you made bread. Nah, it's not how
Right.
it is, bro. Like it's really serious work that needs to be done in that aspect, bro, of like helping us with the transition because it's real, bro. A lot of people don't make it out of that much.
I think
Right.
sometimes too, and I just see you around on the scene. We see each other on tailgates and stuff. I think learning like what you guys are. You guys are a whole brand. Like you're a whole entity, and the resources around you, relationships. You just can't. You got to get out of that mindset of just football, right? And that's really the click because once some of these guys start realizing as an entity, they're, the highlights that they got, they're impressionable on people that got a lot, and Gators take care. Gators is a thing. So I know, like, just watching you around the scene, you're starting to learn from a relationship perspective, like how all of that's important.
Bro, relationships is the most important thing, bro. Now I understand rubbing these hands, going back out here, meeting these people, and then getting them to tap into what I'm doing now. You
Right,
know, and they can't tap into football no more. I don't play football no more. So
right,
now what I've done, I've created something that now they can buy into who I am as a person now outside of football.
right,
Right.
Football don't do nothing but just add more value to what I've done. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
And now what I'm doing, you're gonna be intrigued with what I have going on. I'm gonna make you buy into what I have going on. I'm gonna make you feel sorry for my story, and then now build you back up and have you say, "Man, you know what? I want to invest in the major."
right,
You know what I'm saying? But now, like a lot of us football players, we feel like, "Hey, we that dude. You need to be coming to me."
right.
I had to build that down, bro. I
Gotta
had to
kill the
break
ego.
down, bro, and understand that no, I need to be going to them with something as well.
That's
I
Right.
can't
facts.
just be going to these people and I have absolutely nothing to offer.
Right.
Right.
When I
That's
go to
real.
now, I have a whole pitch.
Yes,
I have
sir.
a whole purpose, bro. I'm living in my purpose right now as we speak.
Oh, Maze talking that lingo, man.
This is like this Tuesday, bro. It's gonna impact the world. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Already
up,
with
man?
it, bro.
Really gonna be something that's big, bro. That we could say, man. You know what? I seen a change. You know what I'm saying? So,
No doubt.
like now, bro, it's I understand life, bro, because I went from making millions, bro. I went from making millions and to having nothing. So I know every side of the spectrum.
That's real.
Hey,
That's
man, I
real,
appreciate
bro.
it. This is a fruitful conversation, brother.
Yeah, I
I
was say we
appreciate
got
you
about
pulling
another
up,
30
man.
minutes, man. We gotta let
Yeah,
you
yeah, we
go.
gotta get out.
Yeah, real dope conversation, bro, man, from all
Yeah.
aspects, dog. Really love, and I've been telling you, bro. As soon as we get on, it's gonna be a dope vibe, and everybody gonna love it, man. So really appreciate you coming on and hanging with us for sure.
Man, no,
Amen.
thank y'all for having me, bro. I appreciate y'all. Y'all fellas keep doing it. Keep making, making this thing something that y'all continue to push out your message, bro. Continue to spread love, bro. Hey,
Already.
and anytime y'all need, bro, I'm available, bro. I'm
No
on.
doubt,
Oh,
man.
we're gonna tap
Appreciate it,
in,
brother.
man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one.
All right.
Legendary Major Wright kicking it with us, man. Let me get this. Gotta holler at my folks, man. The people that's powering us and holding us down. The great folks at State Farm, Alan Horne Insurance. Anything you need insured in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, my man got you. Give him a call at 706-692-2888. You need your life insured, your house insured, your car, anything you may need insured, my dog got you. 706-692-2888. Let's get into some big three talk. Who want to lead the way? Larry, we got to start with you, man. You may have to lead exit, but you got a lot of shenanigans
I
going
knew
on
y'all
down
gonna want to
south.
stop me. I said,
Of
"What? I
course,
ain't gonna
man.
say nothing." I said, "I ain't
No,
even gonna
I
say."
ain't got too much to myself though, to be honest with y'all
I just
boys.
got offers and shit, man. I ain't got no vibes like that, bro. You got a
Well,
lot of
that's the
vibes.
funny thing about mine. I started going like I got like I use like a Twitter timeline I made to help me keep up with the news.
Right.
And yeah, honestly, outside of we got some movement going on. Obviously, last show we did, we was able to announce at the very end Lance Guidry hire. And since then, let's see what we got. Charlie Strong has decided to move on. Basically, it sounded like a situation where Charlie wasn't involved in the interview process. I think he was kind of kept in the dark on that. So, respectfully, Charlie felt a way about it and decided to step away from the program. We'll see where Charlie ends up. I mean, I'll be transparent. And initially, I was like, well, let's just go with Charlie just for an easy transition. Then I started looking at Charlie's numbers his last couple times he's been calling defense. And I was like, nah, let's get a little
Nah,
more
bro.
creative.
I try to tell
Charlie
y'all about
Weiss,
that.
man.
Remember that whole Randy Shannon versus Charlie debate we had a year ago?
Yeah.
They not that different, bro. They really not that different.
It was time. It was time. I honestly, I mean, and, I've said it on this show before. I honestly think a lot of those hires were just old names. And it sounds good on paper because we know these names. I'm familiar with Steele, Strong. These are names I
told
know.
y'all, man, when y'all putting the staff together, I said this is when the Lakers got Karl Malone.
I
told y'all
that you did. I will agree there. Charlie's decided to part ways. Like I said, I mean, I don't know what Charlie going to do. I don't think anybody's going to let him call a defense at this point. He's an older gentleman, and the last couple of products hadn't been that hot. So he may end up, I thought he might end up going with Steele, but I don't know. Maybe they didn't invite him. I don't know. No shots at Coach. Coach did a good job. He helped improve the linebacker room. Did a good job recruiting there as well. So it's absolutely no shots towards him. But yeah, he decided to take his talents on the road. Which I like in the sense that one of the criticisms with Mario was bringing in the coordinators after the position guys. So now you have an opportunity. Well, of course, it's going to be collaborative. He's not going to be a guy that's going to just take his hands off of that situation. But now you can be a little more collaborative in the hiring process with your new defensive coordinator. There's a little buzz I'm hearing about. I won't give it a lot of reverence, but I'll just say some talks that there's still going to be some more movement.
More movement.
Yeah, more. Well, I being
Who else
100.
can move? I thought this.
Being 100. I was listening.
Mario about to say fuck it.
Yeah, Mario out.
Shit, well, hey, you don't leave all that money on the table.
I seen somebody say every coach don't left but the guy that's supposed to be limbless.
That was crazy, man. I really was like, bro, you want to say that? You just getting in here. You don't really know what you got yet, man.
when coaches say shit like that.
Oh, he said what now?
He said, what did he say? I'll bite my arms and legs off, or I'll take my arms and legs off before I let my old man be bad.
Oh yeah, Mario. He did say that. Mirror ball.
Mirror ball said that shit.
Yeah, them motherfucker already about 4'5", man. So
he might be a little caterpillar.
A little football. You better kick his leg around. A little caterpillar.
Right.
Oh man.
Put his ass on the teeth.
Put his ass on that teeth.
So anyways,
on that bitch all around Green Tree.
I was hearing just from just listening to the only I've said since I've been on this show, only people I really listen to is Lake and Navarro. There was talks about perceived dead weight on the staff. Now, what that means to Mario, again, he's been known as a very tenacious, intense guy to work for. So, if he looking at it like, you ain't quite getting it done on the level I told you I need it done on, there could be some movement. So, name I heard recently, Die was a possible another departure. So that's something to just keep an eye on. I'm not making an announcement that that's in the works or anything like that, but that's another name you could see as a possible departure.
What do you feel about the timing though, bro? Like you guys ain't make a bowl all this time. Like now, like you're all like spring football starting like a couple weeks.
It seems like it's kind of backwards in regards to the timeline. And I know a lot of people said that Gators was allegedly fired in like November. It's just the timeline. It's crazy, especially when you got spring right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, to me, getting past signing day was like a major landmark, right? You want to get to that one. And then the second one don't matter, right?
So December, I can understand December.
Yeah, we had to get to December. And you got to remember now, Steele just made a decision. So it wasn't like he was fired. Steele decided to go back. Steele's I don't want to call him a whore. He's a sales with a sales sword. Yeah. He's selling sword. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So he went. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. He's an older gentleman as well. Alabama obviously has a better cabinet of weapons at his allotment. So it was an easy move for him. So you can't really, what was you going to do about that situation? The buzz, there was some, they saying there been back doors. It was a little, Steele might be out of here. So then he was already starting to get the wheels moving a little bit. But until that kind of became a reality, it wasn't but so much you could do prep-wise, to be honest. Now, if he makes a move, and that's why I don't give a lot of reverence to the Adai thing, because developmentally wise, he's done well. My biggest knock with Adai was, I thought he was supposed to be this big time recruiter, and he didn't hit on any of his top targets. Anybody that, we was in the fight for, that was this 4-star guy, a high 4-star kid, he wasn't able to land. So that was my biggest knock, and maybe that's Mario's. But again, that's nothing solid on that right now. Then we obviously made our OC hire as well. Dawson was hired out of Houston. He was previously
coming out of the Super Bowl, man.
What's that now?
Oh, Brian Johnson was coming out of the Super Bowl, bro. That's why I thought Mario was waiting.
No, they told me
that's what you told me. You sold it to me.
Cliff Kingsbury once he come back in the States.
Hey, you sold it to me, and I've been walking around with this receipt the whole time. Hey man, hold on, man. No Brian Johnson come here, man. No, they say Brian, and I don't blame him. They say Brian's another guy that they think is gonna try to stick around the NFL. His buzz is picking up in a good way, to where he's probably gonna gamble on sticking around the NFL and seeing what opportunity is gonna be there for him. So that ship was never really in the water like that, but it was a name that was buzzing, which is good for him, period. That's good work by his agent and, getting his PR team, getting his name out there in any of those jobs out there. But yeah, they saying he essentially probably wants to stay at the NFL level. He's doing well there. So
Nah, he just got promoted because their OC just got the head coach job at, I'm not sure which school it is. I'm not school, which
the Eagles made some change.
Yeah, the OC got a head coaching job. So Brian Johnson, he just got promoted to OC for the Eagles now.
Oh, he's actual OC. Okay. Oh
yeah.
Shit. Yeah, there you have it. So, I knew he had got some promotion. I didn't know it was OC though. So congratulations, my brother.
Both of their OCs are in position for head coaching jobs, and he got that job.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, shout out to bro. Good move for him. Dawson's from Houston. His most recent job. Before that, he was OC over at Southern Miss, and also has ties back to West Virginia. I think he was the QB coach then. I don't even know if they called it passing game coordinator way back then, but he was involved with Geno Smith's development. So he's been around since all the way back there. Concerns or question marks would be, he comes from, what they call, air raid offense. Mario's not going to go air raid. It'll be some elements, I would imagine, that'll be brought from that. And going back to his Southern Miss calling days, there was definitely more balance than just a wide open air raid. And people kind of quickly go to, when they think air raid, a lot of times people just go straight to like a Mike Leach, rest in peace, Mike Leach. There's several ways to kind of run air raid or take elements of an air raid. If you look at like Lincoln Riley, he's taken elements from that same tree. But they've always kind of quietly had, they have 2,000 yard rushes in Oklahoma. That's just something they've done. So it doesn't mean you totally abandon the run. It's just a slight difference in the philosophies on how you
gonna abandon that bitch with Mario around there. You gotta worry about that shit.
I mean, if you can, you better get that points. I don't care about none of that.
Man, Mario won't hear none of that. Mario gonna put his ass in the head like he do everybody else.
Well, listen, we can win 10-3. I just need dubs. But I don't think it'll be such a slow grind type thing. And I think that's part of even him hiring somebody off of that kind of tree. I think that shows some growth on his part. If he want to be, they always bring up coming from Saban and modeling after Saban. Well, Nick Saban changed too. So you got to be malleable to the times and understand that you got to tweak some elements of what you want to do. If ultimately you want to be successful in any football league. It's all cyclical. It's all going to go to, pass heavy run. It goes around. So you have to be part of the new wave and the new edge. So I was actually encouraged by the type of hire. We'll see what he is. We'll see what he is when we get out there. I need points.
Yeah, man. These boys out there saving treat on just like him. I saw Champ bring in Charlie Weiss and Kurt Roper. Boy, I was lying my ass.
But yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, but see, Charlie Weiss sounded real
Champ
good.
Put their ass in the headlock, CJ.
Weiss sounded fucking perfect, bro. That's
Charlie Weiss sounded amazing on paper.
Right. With a Champ defense, if he snapped now,
that's cooking.
Come on, we cooking if it's shit.
Yeah, we talk. That Andre DeBoer story make you
right. That's hilarious.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So that again, yeah, that was the other major move. So with that, we still have a wide receiver position open. A couple of names floating around with that one. Leonard Hankerson, who's currently with my 49ers. Obviously played at Miami. He's been coaching wide receivers at the college to pro level for a few years now. I don't
be a bad hire though.
No, I think it'd be a great hire for us. I don't know if it would be necessarily the move for him. Again, because I don't know, kind of like how we just spoke on guys that names are starting to buzz and they're starting to move up. I don't know if he thinks maybe he needs to create a little bit more, so he'll take a step back to take a step forward, or if he'll decide to just hang around. Because I mean, if you look at the 49ers, you got production there at wide receiver, so it's not like he hasn't done it. Yeah, so.
Now somebody in the comments said Mario about to run the power
Powerade.
The Powerade system.
Powerade. I didn't even see that. I just figured, wait,
Not Air Raid, Powerade.
Powerade. I like
hilarious,
it. I like that actually. Oh,
you gonna raid the hell out of y'all with the bras.
We also we hired line. We replaced Charlie. I forgot about me, man. FSU alum. Nicholson. Yeah. You know, I saw it's funny. You know what I love about this hiring season stuff, and this is what fans gonna do. When we hired Guidry, they you know his Western Kentucky fiery speech comes out, and I see.
I seen that shit by Nichols. Oh my god! Like people,
man, Steve Smith retweeted it. You know what I mean? So it's getting out there. It's like going out, and then I saw one with Nicholson, and I was like,
my gosh, yeah.
I said, let me tell y'all something. Y'all
AJ cool, he a Knoll and all that, but like, come on, bro.
I'm tell you right now, brother. I don't give a shit about none of this rah. If North Carolina run 340 yards on me again, he can get his ass out of here. I don't care about none of that, man.
Right,
it's got to translate on the field. I like the fire. I like the energy. I like the hire of a young coach like that, and that's one thing I'm loving about these moves. We're getting younger, man, and things makes them a little more relatable. A guy that hasn't been off the field that long, so I do like that hire as well. We lost some. I don't even know who dude is. Hold on, let me look at my notes. Everything else off the top.
Y'all lost this man to a tight. He got the tight end jobs at Navy. Navy don't even fucking have tight ends.
Man, he ain't had no job with us, man. He was the director.
Tight end coach at Navy. Hey. Don't even have a tight end on their damn roster, man.
Good for him. That's what I'm saying. Look at the moves he made. I'm like, what you want me to be mad about? We lost such and such. I'm like, who?
Now, what was funny though is your running back coach. Then that was
trolling them and shit.
Then Lane trolling this shit.
Oh shit! I forgot all about that.
This is a wild, this is some wild continuity y'all got going on. This is like historic Willie level type shit y'all doing. Like this type of turnover.
Man, I can't help that. They want to leave, let them leave. He can go back to Ole Miss.
Willie fired him. He definitely a Willie tree.
That is like his wife never left, so it was always chilling.
Oh, his wife was always there?
Yeah, they never left Mississippi per the reports.
Oh, yeah.
He might have just been making a play from the get-go.
That's a nice getaway from the wife and the fam.
Yeah, I'm going to
Miami?
I'm going to South Florida, man.
Yeah, go cheat in peace.
I come back with some more money, though.
All in my ear.
I got more money, though. I'll be sending bread back home.
Yeah. It don't spend the same in South Florida, and then you maneuver that to come back to Ole Miss, get you a little more bread, and everything's cool.
Shit, 5K in Mississippi, boy, you good for a minute.
Yeah. Now I got to cheat all, creepily again. Anyways, Smith departure as well. I haven't heard a lot of names as far as the running back coach situation. Some people think he may reach back out to his past running back coach from Oregon. This is the most out of shape my nose ever been. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Things I thought I saved, I did not. But anyway, like I said, it's not a ton of names circulating on that one just then. And another name that's been tossed out there for the wide receiver position is Lonnie Galloway from UNC. He's the passing game coordinator and wide receivers coach out there at UNC. So another name to know.
The receivers produced.
You got no G5 names on that list?
No, not yet.
Larry probably don't, but I know who do got some on his list though. Damn, Mario definitely got him on his list.
Y'all Hey, I didn't make the G5 jokes. Matter of fact, I came on this show and said, you guys start somewhere, shit. And if I'm coming up, I'm bringing my guys with me. I'm not like, if we could coach, we could coach. Well, I'm gonna just ditch everybody for a name. So you can bring some of these guys. The name that I heard that in relation to the Jamel Adai situation was Azhar Abdul Rahim, which was a name that was brought up last year in the coaching search out of Boston College. So if anything shakes that way, I can see something happening. Coach Field, I don't think it's going nowhere. That's been another name that was rumbling. Field's a great recruiter. I mean, he's an off-field. He seems like he'll just play whatever role anyways, but I don't think there'll be a move made there. Forgetting anything else? Who else move? Yeah, I think that's it movement wise. Unless something just happened.
You like the OC hire?
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I'm just not gonna get excited about any of this stuff, man. I got to see some production. Because anything can and will, happen. So until I see what elements he's able to put together, what they can get out there on that field and get some points. I mean, it don't make no sense to go like we did, man. What was it? 2.5 games without a touchdown in today's football? That's crazy. That's insanity.
After what you, because I don't want to nitpick at it, because it could go absolutely either way. But after what you saw last year from the offense, I was expecting more of a solidified like name of guy. If I'm Mario, I think this is a little up in the air, in my opinion.
In my opinion, just from the names that was floating around, I think it was some striking out involved.
Big time striking out. You don't get to that name without striking out.
Well, Candle was the guy. Candle was definitely the guy.
He got to get a training order on y'all because y'all harassing him.
I don't know, because when I'm here, he's back and forth. And Mario you see how he deal with the recruits, with Kermani, down to the wire, with your boy Hakeem. He gonna let you with it. Yeah. He gonna let you wait till the last minute. Now me, I'm not like that. You kiss my ass after a while. But that's kind of the energy I was hearing, is that Candle he just wavered a lot. His name was brought up in Notre Dame hire, I believe. So he's a name that's still out there. He hasn't even come out and announced that he's staying with Toledo at this point. So we'll see. Dawson was actually a name that I heard at the very, very end, like as a maybe. And then literally, I think the next day he was hired. But he was not, at the top. He was still talking to T. Martin.
You think you guys got the Bobo that Georgia got? Because Georgia had to replace their guy as well, which I'm very happy. Been a good week for me, man, personally.
Did we go after Bobo?
Yeah, because it seemed like
I hadn't heard about Bobo.
No?
I didn't even know Bobo was out there like that till I heard he got hired with Georgia. I was like, they bringing Bobo back? I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I'm born and bred. I mean, hey, you got a defense. I'm very shocked with the Bobo hire.
They're trying to keep the terminology and the offense some of what it is and not change anything. And I think they think Bobo could step in and kind of just see, the shell of that and call
more fluid, a fluid transition.
And talent will win out. I guess they think.
Yeah, it could happen. Like I said, we gotta see it. I definitely was shocked when I heard Bobo was going to be the guy.
I love it because I'm a Ravens fan, man.
Y'all got Monken, right?
Yeah.
And he was with the Browns.
It was the Browns.
Okay. All right.
New offensive coordinator, new quarterbacks at Georgia. All got to learn. Like I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some type of. That's the only thing you can hope for. They out recruiting the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Right. They got a machine. So the only thing you can hope for is some continuity.
He's a poor quarterback player.
Some chinks in
mediocre.
Chinks in the warmer.
Because everything else, you're right. The O-line is going to be solid. They've done well recruiting there. D-line is going to be solid. Everything else is going to be okay. Right. Wide receiver is a little iffy sometimes with them. If they can't get some solid quarterback play, it'll be an opportunity. They're still going to be tough. They down year would be 10-2 or something like that with the talent they got right now. But could be. Who they probably gonna roll out without getting into that? Because
they got Carson Beck and Vandegrift, whatever his name is. Should be. It's a quarterback battle this offseason for them.
Okay, all right. Y'all want to get in? You want to get into Florida stuff? I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot, man. I just want to go with some offers. One of the big things that was announced, Kodak's having a concert April 22nd. I will be in the building in the old dome.
Where in Gainesville?
In Gainesville.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
Pulling the fuck up. Pulling up, man. You already know I got to be in the building. Y'all boys, you think Gator Dave gonna be there?
Oh man, here you go.
Probably not.
You're not invited.
No. Probably not this type of shindig. I'm gonna tell you another thing too. I've been watching like a lot of like the the off season kids doing a lot of philanthropy and all that type of shit. That transfer we got Cameron Carroll, the running back, he look official, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like pause and all that, but just seeing dude walk around, he got SEC legs. Watching the film, I think he's gonna be a player this fall. I don't think he's there just to like relieve anything. I think he's gonna get a lot of carries. Speaking of running backs, we're gonna take 2 this cycle. We already have my man Bowen out of Palm Beach County over here, but There's two more guys I like on the board. Everybody like Jared Gibson out of IMG, originally from Alachua County. He's out of IMG right now. I think that's going to be a big NIL guy. I don't think I know. It's going to go down to the wire. The big dogs are in it: Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State. He's been on campus a lot, formally committed to us. But right now, I don't know where he commits. Now, I don't know how much we play that game. Just seeing how NIL played out this past year, you know. Jordan Lau is a guy I like out of St. Thomas Aquinas. I think
he's the truth.
The truth. A lot of services still got him in like 3-star. I don't know why, but I think he's very talented. Wouldn't mind him being that second back in this cycle at all. I think by the end of the cycle, he's going to be a mid-range 4-star type guy. Some receivers that got some offers this past week. BJ Gibson is a receiver out of Wilcox, Georgia. Past couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago at this point. Some of the additional offers he has is Georgia, LSU, Texas A&M, Auburn. Florida State has offered Ole Miss, Kentucky, a bunch more, but those are some of the key offers and some of the teams he's interested in. Prior to making a splash as a football recruit, he was committed to Tennessee in baseball. So there's a lot of baseball interest. I know our baseball program is pretty good. Sully and those guys, I don't know if he has an offer from our baseball program, but that could play a factor in his recruitment. Some receivers I like. I don't know how high I got him on my board, but I like his film. Another guy who I like is Jalewis Solomon. He made a top 11, actually. 6 foot, 185 pounds. He more like a slot receiver.
You couldn't cut one damn team off
damn
of
team.
Nah, man. I think,
and one of them, I guarantee you, is really cut, but you got a relationship over there.
I'm going to do the list in order, right? His 11 in order, right? Before I get I do like his film. He's more of a slot wide receiver, in my opinion, but a lot of top-end speed, 6 foot, 185 pound guy. His is 11. Georgia, Miami, South Carolina, Florida, Ohio State, USC, Georgia Tech, Florida State, Auburn, Alabama, and Colorado.
I'm gonna drop. I'm dropping Georgia Tech. That's a pretty damn official.
That's elite top 10. You got to throw Colorado in there for the icing on the cake, right? So,
yeah. So y'all boys know what's going on, man. Everybody above this list know that you got to bring that duffel because Prime is in play.
Right.
Prime
Man,
part of action.
I think they paying them boys just to put them in there now. At this point, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to suspect this. Hey man, just a light little thou, man. Here, put us in there.
No, I think there's some light interest there, bro. I think kids are infatuated about everything he is. He's tapped in, bro. Like from his kids are tapped into the culture. He's using them as recruiting shit as well, bro. Like everything they got going on, it ain't just like Prime. I think kids understand that and they see all this social media access and not access, social media coverage. It's just everywhere. His kids got it on their platforms. These players like Travis Hunter and all those guys are big on social media, bro. These guys are like in that generation world, they big. So I think all that's playing a lot of part in some interest in Colorado. I don't know if they closed after he win like 3 games this fall. That's another story. Yeah. Right. We went into the Slave Belt and threw out an offer to a defensive tackle, Demarion Johnson out of New Iberia, Louisiana. He's a LSU lean. I know we got some relationships out there. I'm not gonna pay that any mind, but I love his film. Kid's gonna be an animal. If LSU wants your defensive tackle, you already know the vibes. I ain't gonna hang out there too long.
Yeah, don't pay attention unless you start popping up on campus.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately. Tight end is a big room and emphasis for us. We haven't landed a tight end in the portal or in the recruiting since Billy's been on campus. Peagler was able to swing by and check on top 100 prospect Walter Matthews, 6'7", 245-pound junior. They got him listed as an athlete on recruiting services, but we were recruiting him at tight end. I think I'll put him on like a guy I think we could possibly land this off season. A lot of interest. He said he's gonna come back and visit us in March. Hasn't penciled down a date, but I would put him on commit watch if he makes that visit in March. Man, just a guy. He's a 3-star right now. I expect he has the offers that match like a 4-star. Auburn, Alabama, some of those programs like that have given him those soft offers. I don't know how committable they are. Just keep it a bean. But there's a lot of interest from programs in the SEC. So I like the size, 6'7", 245. You know, huge guy. And that's where that mismatch problem. We don't use the tight end a lot, but he's super athletic. Wouldn't mind putting him at defensive end. Just keep it a beam with y'all.
I was about
If they
to say
lie to him
6'7",
or some
yeah.
shit.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, put that in, man. Put your hand in the dirt real quick. Let's see something.
Another huge kid, man. Offensive tackle out of Leesburg, Virginia. Fletcher Westpaw. He's showing a lot of interest. He's got a return visit coming up again in March as well. Right now, it's down for him. His interest is Virginia, Arkansas, Auburn, Georgia, Clemson, Miami, and Florida State. And that's all I got off for a while. Let me see. Another one is a guy like Mario Carver, 4-star wide receiver out of Pinson, Alabama. Possesses some very good offers as well. Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Bama, Auburn, Michigan. Right now, the prediction machine got Alabama trending and leading the way, no matter which site you're on. I wouldn't mind if we just hang out in Florida. There's some guys in Florida right now that can play some receiver. I want to get into my Florida board next show. I know we're going a little lengthy here, and CJ got to get into his bag, but I want to bring like more of my board next show of what I like, who I would like us to land this cycle before these junior days and these commitments start rolling.
Real quick, I ain't gonna hold us too long. Like I said, my news is really light. Get into Larry, I got to get up out of here as well. But the major news from within the last couple of weeks is the Mike Norvell contract extension. Got a new extension throughout 2029, bringing around a little over 8 per year.
Yeah.
I love it too, fellas.
Yeah, he had to beat Mario. I see what he did.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, you got the extension. A couple quotes in regards to it. This is here's from athletic director Mike Alford. Coach Norvell.
What else you want us to do?
What's that?
Oh, my bad. I thought that was.
Oh, you talking about Mike? The red coach from the AD. Fuck else you want us to do? You want to train games? But no, Coach Norvell. That's real though. Coach Norvell has reestablished a culture that the entire Seminole family can appreciate. We are proud of the way Coach Norvell and his staff and his team represents the university on and off the field. Under his leadership, we have experienced highest grade point average in program history multiple times, and unprecedented impact in our community and drastic improvement on the field. I'm happy that we are going to continue climbing with Coach Norvell for years to come. And this is another quick quote that Mike had on his extension in regards to it. I'm going to give you what Mike said, and I'm going to give you what he was really trying to say. It was important to me that the administration knew this is where I wanted to be at. And when you look at the longevity of the extension, this is something I desire because I love it here. I really love being in Tallahassee. So Mike really said is, shit, motherfucker, y'all see where I'm at? I'm in Florida. I'm right by Georgia. I'm in a great recruiting ground. Got the boosters behind me, the money flowing in. The ACC, you could win the ACC and compete. I'm not going anywhere, man. I could build something at FSU. That's what Mike said. Y'all gave me the keys to a Ferrari, and that bitch just woke up. So shout out to Mike for that extension, man. And we could go from there, and that's pretty much all I got. Oh yeah, Michael Pittman. So I thought this was pretty interesting. We was talking about Travis Hunter, all the shit they do on YouTube and stuff like that. Man, Michael Pittman said he got over 100K in last season in regards to his NIL deal. And I know he's really big on blog and YouTube and stuff like that. Like he literally records everything. So I thought that was pretty interesting too.
He was doing that before. Yeah, he was
doing Oregon. Yeah, he was doing that at Oregon.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure with the NIL stuff, and he was able to leverage that into some money in his pocket. So I thought that was pretty dope.
I mean, that just transitions to so much stuff, man. Like outside of that, business is just gonna keep tripling and doubling in his platform, and people buy into who you are. So it's dope. We still in the dead period. Dead period ends. It was the entire month of February, so it ends the 28th. During the dead period, you cannot take no
talk about visits. Yeah, I know we got a lot of, and that's another thing I want to touch on real quick. March is going to be really big and active. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I know it's a lot of hell yeah. I know it's a lot in practices as well. So I know a lot of kids have scheduled to be on campus in March. All the 4-stars and 5-star kids. We'll get into that list the closer we get to it. But March is going to be very active for FSU, and I'm pretty sure just throughout the whole state in general. Once the dead period ends, we'll see a lot more. I guess the the recruiting board and shit will be a lot clearer too once it's dead period and we start seeing guys getting on campus and stuff like that. A lot of stuff will kind of start playing out going from March, April up through leading to the summer. So that's going to be a good thing moving forward for recruiting. Last thing I got, and I'm going to get out of here from FSU point of view. PFF, which I'm not really a huge fan of because I think it's a lot more than just that type of stuff in regards to rating players, but they're pretty high on a lot of FSU guys coming in. They had Jordan Travis, number 3 quarterback, Trey Benson, number 6 running back, Johnny Wilson, number 7 receiver. The tight end we got Jaheim Bell, he was number 4, and also number 9 defensive lineman from Western Kentucky.
Fable.
I'm sorry. Nah, Fable ain't make it, baby. He ain't make it. He ain't got enough film, man.
I see why you don't like PFL.
Because I can't talk about my boy Fable.
Yeah, right.
Brady Fix, though, Western Michigan, he was top 10. He was a defensive lineman that made the top 10. And also the number 1 overall edge player was Jared Verse. But again, PFF I'm a little iffy with, but I think that is pretty cool that those guys they're ranked in those spots.
Yeah, Verse ain't gonna get that money.
Nah, Verse came back, bro.
That's what's up, man.
But that's all I got from the FSU point of view.
So
last thing too, man. I do want to this right here.
No, I'm asking Silk.
Oh, Silk. Okay.
What up?
Is that water you're drinking?
Yeah, it's water, bro.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that bottle before, like that brand.
Last thing too, and I know we kind of talked about the Super Bowl, and we could wrap it up with this. But I thought this was real cool. The Battle Ends Collective, one of FSU's collective, had sent Jordan Travis and Trey Benson out to the Super Bowl on a little private flight. They was able to get tickets to the game and things like that. So I thought that was a pretty cool experience as well.
Yeah, you got to see a Gator really do some shit, man. It's good for them boys.
Yeah, shout out to Deion Bush.
Oh, talking about Tony? Yeah, he did ball out. I was hoping for my boy Sweat to have a crazy game. We kind of segue before we get out of here and talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was hoping my boy Josh Sweat, defense end, had a huge game, but I want to give Andy Reid a huge fucking shout out, man, because
they shut it down.
They didn't get a team that led the league in sacks and pressures. They got no sacks and no pressures on Pat. So excellent game plan to getting the ball out quick and things like that, man. So I think Andy Reid probably did his best coaching job overall this past Sunday.
Never no pressure on Patty.
I told y'all Andy Reid's my GOAT, bro.
Andy's that nice guy, bro.
Y'all pick Philly, though. I pick Kansas City.
I did pick Philly.
Andy got Vic out of the feds, man. Fresh out the feds. Andy said, with the shits, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. I got McNabb. I don't care if people mad. Whatever they want to do, man. We finna play some football, man. Shout out to Andy Reid, man.
Yeah, that shit
Andy
my
dog,
guys, bro.
He hard to root against. He
also gives a lot of shout outs to and this kind of again
the enemy.
Correct. Like I think unfortunately, but I think the time has probably passed. I think it's too much of I don't know why, but it's too much of a fucking negative stigma for whatever reason around him. But you got the fucking OC and DC for the Eagles getting head coaching jobs based off this year. You got this.
Bro.
I mean, these guys 2 Super Bowls, like 4 or 5 AFC champions. So the shit is crazy, right? And he hasn't gotten his look yet. So I do want to give Andy Reid a shout out to that because every chance he gives, he gives.
This guy love, bro.
Who the Celtics coach? Maybe that's what the enemy bag is. The old Celtics coach that they sat down because he was
wild
running through the facilities.
Yeah, that boy wasn't playing, wasn't
he? Yeah. The Nigerian brother. I can't remember his name right now.
I think it's some the dude that's with Nia Long. I'm forgetting his name too.
Yeah. I can't remember his actual.
It's African.
But yeah, maybe that would be enemy do, man. Maybe he'll maybe he makes his rounds, man.
He may have some off the field shenanigans that I don't know about, but I think all of them do.
Yeah,
true.
Be real,
it'd be the one you hit though. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it ain't the numbers. It might be the one.
A Duke.
You sound like you talking like you know something, Larry. What
I don't know nothing, man. I don't know nothing, man.
What you talking about the Super Bowl? What you talking about the Super Bowl?
Oh, great game. It's how you want the Super Bowl to be. Some back and forth, a couple of big plays here and there, interesting throughout. I did a lot Saturday night, so I was like, bro, I had to end up canceling my Super Bowl plans. I was like, hey, bro. And it was funny because that was the whole collective was like, hey, man, I kind of went too hard. So we ended up doing nothing Sunday. I actually ended up going out right after the game and went and hung out at the bar for like 2 hours. But, great game, man. I knew anytime you give Mahomes an opportunity down the stretch, it's danger. I've been there. We was up on them, 8 with, I think it was about 8 minutes left. That was way too much time. They came back and ended up winning by like 8, I want to say, was the final score. So, I know what kind of competitor he is, what kind of composure he has. Like I say, all praise to Andy Reid as well as being a legendary coach throughout his years, Hall of Fame guy, great quarterback developer. I knew, given that opportunity, these guys could seal it. But I will say my only real criticism was kind of like CJ was just saying. I was shocked with the lack of pass rush and pressure from Philly. I really thought that they would be able to do a little bit more, especially with Mahomes on one wheel, man. Even when he did that nice scramble, you could tell he couldn't plant that foot like he wanted to. He was just kind of, hobbling on it, but he still was doing it. Yeah. He wasn't sticking it in the ground and planting. But yeah, great game. No complaints from me. Go Chiefs, man.
Man, my man Kadarius planting his fucking foot.
Nah,
in
he
the
did his
ground.
thing, man. Especially that punt return. That was a
These
punt
motherfuckers
return.
is in trouble. When he do that hard ass cut, I said, "Well, I hope somebody stayed true to their lane."
He's a fun player to watch.
Yeah.
Gator hater side, Tony's a fun player to watch, man. And I think he found a great home too, man.
And that we go back to Andy Reid. We go back to Andy Reid, right? I'm telling you, man, because we see in New York and this shit was like, okay, what the fuck were they doing in regards to how they use Tony, this, that, and other? You go to the KC, they go find a role for you, and this shit is perfect. So shout out to Andy Reid again. And Major kind of put a point on it too, man. Coaching plays a big fucking part, right? In development and how a player performs. Coaching, 100%. Even with going back to we use this all the time, and me and my mentors kind of talking about this. Seattle and Pete Carroll, how he handled the whole Russ situation, how Russ looked. Then Geno comes in, and there's really no kind of fall off either. You go to Denver with a terrible coach that this guy fired, and Russ looks completely bad. So I'm telling you, man, that shit.
That shit from Chris, man. I heard Chris Carter say that. That was funny. I heard him say that because I forgot Chris Carter was over there.
Yeah, but
and Chris Carter said the league is a system league. I don't know why people think otherwise. He said, when I got to Minnesota from the Eagles, they said, I'm gonna make you the greatest slot receiver that ever played this game. And he ended up moving around anyways, but it was an opportunity. Somebody saw a talent in him and said, this is how I can use you and you can excel. It fitting in the right system is paramount. Duke Johnson was a guy that I prayed for Duke to go to the Eagles so many times. I was like, I just think great fit for Duke, could have really worked out well. He just never quite landed in that type of a system. And I mean, he still had, he on practice squad, I think, for the Bills still, but I think he could have been more in the right system. So yeah, that was a good point he made.
Yeah, that's why you mature and don't call dudes bust, because all of it, so much is dependent on who drafts you, who coaches you. That's why I go into it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Russ turned into a bust when he got to Denver. Nah, the coaching in the system and a lot of things changed. Play call.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I'm like, y'all, come on, man. I'm a 49ers fan. I know what he do. I'm like, I don't know if he's just there yet. He could be. I'm not saying he didn't fall off yet. It happens. I saw Cam fall off. I'm not ready to do that to Rush just yet. Let me see what happens next year.
But it took a lot for me to say, okay, Cam is.
Finally. It took me a while. I was like, all right, he
yeah.
finally don't got it no more. But 1 year of Russ being down, nah, bro. I ain't falling for that one.
You see that head coach guy. It's going to be interesting to see what Sean Payton does in Denver.
Cam shit was fast, it felt like, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it did. And I no, we gonna go on the tangent. I could get up out of here.
You gotta get up out. But I got one more thing before we get out of here, man. For Miami fans, I'm sorry that some breaking news, man. This might hurt y'all a little bit. Bally Sports is suspected to file for bankruptcy. So as far as
it's been a rough week. It's been a rough fucking week, man. They losing everything, dog.
That's funny.
So as far as how you guys go watch games in the fall and shit, that shit's kind of up in the air right now, man. We're hold tough. We're gonna get through this shit.
Right. The Fire Stick man hype right now. The Fire Stick man.
Oh God.
Oh shit. They gotta come holler at me for real. No, this shit.
Right, that was a 10 out of 10. See, that what I'm talking
was good.
about, man.
I didn't
some originality, man. There you go. That's some good shit.
Good work, man.
That sucks too, because we really do be on Bally, and it's hard to find sometimes.
You gotta get that jailbroke Fire Stick.
That's all I got, fellas. Real good show.
real dope episode. This is one of the classics, bro. I enjoy hanging out with you, fellas. We appreciate all the fans, all the listeners, all the support. Go and check out. We just interviewed Billy Napier this morning on Stadium Miguel. I don't care if you're a Miami fan, Florida State fan. Go check it out. We're doing some big shit around here. It's gonna get even bigger. We got a big 2003 coming up. We ain't slowing down. It's the biggest. Taylor Gang, let's get up out of here, man. Y'all boys got shout out?